それではかける選手に一言いただいてほしいということですが、喋れますか？はい、ではお願いします。
そうですね、いろいろちょっと喋りたいことはあるんですけど、
I love that part. I love that part. I love that part. I love the whole thing. Let's get the stream going. The stream is here. I have my Chinese food. I wanted to say something about the Chinese food. I usually get bigger, but just today I didn't feel like cooking. Growing up, and then plastic. Usually had ours in the styrofoam growing up. Just throwing out little memories, you know. Why not? By myself, just speaking. Enjoying it. We're about to get the stream had already started. I just wanted to get that intro in there.
2024の開会宣言をお願いしても、はい、
よろしいんですか？
みんな待ってます。
大丈夫ですか？ありがとうございます。
もしよろしければ、
よろしければお願いしたいんです。
お願いいたします。
すいません。
はい、お願いします。
じゃあちょっとお言葉に甘えて私がさせていただきます。では皆さんよろしいですか？いきます。ストリートファイターリーグワールドチャンピオンシップ。ちょっともう一回言っていい？ごめんなさい。わざとです。
これがプロだから。これで温めてたから。
そう、これ言ったらもう私終わりなんで、
はい、
ちょっともう一回やらせてください。
はい、はい、
すいません。
じゃあみんな初めての手でドキドキしてね。
そう、すごい大切なことだから緊張しちゃった。
じゃあ振りますね、僕がね、また。
お願いします。はい、
それでは篠原涼子さん、開会宣言をお願いいたします。
ストリートファイターリーグワールドチャンピオンシップ2024開幕。
ありがとうございました。
はい、お願いします。
篠原涼子さんに盛大な拍手をお願いいたします。
I missed all of it. I don't know nothing that nobody said. I had it muted on my TV.
すごかったですね。なんと素敵な声。
すごいよね。
はい、
もうあれだってさ、子供の頃っていうか、ゲーセンに通いまくってた頃に聴いた曲だから、その当時のことを思い出しちゃったもん。
そうですよね。なんか懐かしさがやばいですよね。
そう、なんか50円ぐらいのハンバーガーいつも食べてた。そう、まあそういうね、当時を思い出した方たくさんいらっしゃるかとは思いますが、ここからは本日行われるストリートファイターリーグワールドチャンピオンシップ2024についてご説明をさせていただきます。
And now it's time to get into the introduction of the Street Fighter League World Championship 2024, which is taking place momentarily.
ストリートファイターリーグワールドチャンピオンシップとは、北米、ヨーロッパ、そして日本という世界3地域で行われたストリートファイターリーグの各優勝チームが一堂に集結し、世界最強をかけて戦う大会です。
The Street Fighter League World Championship is a Street Fighter League where the three winning teams from their regions, Street Fighter League held in 3 regions around the world, North America, Europe and Japan, come together to compete for the title of World Champion.
昨日まで行われたカッポンカップ11では個人戦による世界最強が決まったわけですが、今日はチームの世界最強が決定いたします。その熱戦にご期待ください。
Yesterday we witnessed the crowning of the champion in the Capcom Cup singles tournament, and today we'll be crowning 3 more champions in a team format, so get hyped for a spectacular day of Street Fighter League action.
ここで今大会のスポンサー様のご紹介です。今大会のプライスサポーティングパートナー、プリント基板の緑の部分、絶縁インキソルダーレジストで世界シェアトップの化学メーカー、楽しい社会の実現に向け挑戦する人を応援する太陽ホールディングス株式会社から優勝賞金8万ドル、準優勝4万ドル、3位には3万ドルの総額15万ドルが贈呈されます。
And now, a word
I forget to mention that because they save on their material.
tournament sponsors. Tayo Holdings Corporation Limited is the prize supporting partner for this competition and is a chemical manufacturer with the world's top share of the insulating ink solder resist.
そしてこの配信は大会プライズサポーティングパートナー太陽ホールディングス、鈴木株式会社、他フモフのお店、 NTT 東日本、オフィシャル PC パートナーのガレリア、オフィシャルモニターパートナーの MSI とご覧の各社の協賛でお送りしております。
And then following on from there, our sponsors are NTT East Japan, official PC partner Galleria, official monitor partner MSI, Fumofu no Omise, and Suzuki Corporation. Excuse me.
それではここでストリートファイターリーグワールドチャンピオンシップ2024の予選のレギュレーションをご説明します。予選は3チームの総当たり戦となります。上位2チームが決勝進出となり、こちらの3チームによって争うという形ですね。またホームアンドアウェイ事前オーダー制を採用しております。アウェイチームはオーダーおよび使用キャラクター、操作タイプを事前に提出し、ホームチームはそのオーダーを見てプレイヤー、使用キャラクター、操作タイプを決定することができます。なお各チームホーム1試合、アウェイ1試合という内訳で2試合戦っていただきます。
A home and away system will be used. The away team will be pre-selected.
They did good. I wouldn't even got them put their treat up.
And that will allow the home team to then come up with a counter strategy in how they put together their team order and character selection.
次に各試合の進め方についてです。各試合先鋒、中堅、大将と3マッチを行い、勝利すると各マッチに応じたポイントを獲得。大将戦終わりでポイントが並んだ場合、延長戦を行います。また先鋒戦、中堅戦が BO3、大将戦は BO5、延長戦は BO1 となります。
Each team will play 2 matches, one at home and one away. Now,
y'all here home chilling with me, man.
Each set consists of 3 matches: the first, the middle, and the final. If you win,
That's
you'll
how we
be
chill.
awarded points. If the points are tied at the end of the set, there will be an overtime match.
次に予選の順位決定方法についてご説明させていただきます。予選は獲得ポイントではなく勝利数で順位を決定いたします。3チームで勝利数が並んだ場合は1、獲得ポイント、2、獲得バトル数、こちらは得失点という意味ですね。そして、獲得ラウンド数の順に順位を決定してまいります。
The first 2 matches will be played as best of 3s.
So
The
I
final match
need
will
to
be
pay
a best of
attention.
5,
Now,
and any
I need to
overtime
pay
match
attention.
will
I
be
wanted to
at
hear
the
that. I like the story they was making.
Now, regarding qualification in the
I know
preliminary
I'm just
round
getting back
robin,
into.
ranking will be determined by the number of wins, not points earned.
I know I'm just getting back into Street Fighter, and I noticed that the story is much different than what I remember as a kid, and even I feel like the order of Street Fighter is a little different, but the way the game came out. But I like how they was trying to make it. I like that, man. I
報酬
like
に
stuff
つ
like
いて
that.
のご説明です。今大会の賞金総額は15万ドル、優勝チームには8万ドルを贈呈、そして次回大会カプコンカップ12への出場権も与えられます。世界一の称号と豪華な報酬をかけた熱い戦いをこの会場全体で盛り上げていきましょう。
Finally, we move on to the prize pool. The total prize money for this tournament is $150,000. The winning team gets $80,000 and the right to compete in the next tournament, Capcom Cup 12. Alright, it's time to get hype as the intense battle for the title of World Champion kicks off.
Come here, man.
それではこれより選手の入場となります。
And now it's time to meet the players first up for the tournament.
Go. Good. Thank you.
まずはヨーロッパ代表
Ian.
忍者ス・イン・パジャマス。
First up, the European representative on their way out to the stage is the Ninjas in Pyjamas.
アラビアンストリートファイターマシーンアングリーバー
Absolutely dominant run in the European Street Fighter League in Angrybird.
Street Fighter always been part of hip hop, man. Do your research. I mentioned that in videos, but I can make a whole separate video on that.
All through the tournament, looked like an absolute beast, completely unstoppable all the way through. And here he is.
アブダビの巨匠ビッグバー
Also from Abu Dhabi, UAE. Next up, the Ninjas in Pyjamas. It's Big Bird. Again, another very, very solid competitor. We've seen him in multiple Street Fighter leagues. We've also seen him dominant in North America as well. And here he is now looking to take gold here at the Street Fighter League Championship at the Ryogoku Kokugikan Arena.
ウォール・オブ・ザ・バイキングベギー
With the aggressive look of determination on his face that has now been transformed into a smile all the way from Norway, it's Becky!
Norway の快力フェノ
Next up, none other than Norway's finest. He's here, the Phenom. With his hand ready, it's time to welcome the captain of Ninjas in Pyjamas, it's Phenom!
続いて US 代表フライクエストまずはニューヨークの校舎シャイ
Next up, representing North America, representing Flyquest, he's here, 1/4 of the dominant SLL North America champion. It is Shine!
Sunshine State Ninja 最高
Coming down second for the team, it's none other than Psycho! What an impressive run he's had so far in the North American League, proving himself. He said he wanted to come in to prove himself, and that's exactly what he's done here as he slaps fans' hands walking into the arena here, the Ryogoku Kokugikan.
シアトルのクラッシュカウンターヒーロークリシシエ
Next up, it's the crush counter hero. It's Chris C.C. Hey!
G Alpha Power!
And next up, last but not least, the team Flyquest. We've heard his choice words before. The ever so dominant Evolution 3x6 World Champion. It's Paul! And what a year of Street Fighter this gentleman has had. Absolute dominant run at the Street Fighter League in North America. Just to top off his Evolution Championship run as well. And now he's got a shot at taking the title at the Street Fighter League World Championship.
続いて日本代表グッドイドスクワット
And now the Japan representative, Team Good 8 Squad.
島根の仙人 YC もち
First up for the Good 8 Squad is YHC Monkey!
星を下し者
Next up, the Team Good 8 Squad is Pugera!
This song is too it's too hard, yo. I can't. I gotta admit, this song is hard. They did that. They making people feel good. Like you want to feel good when you walking out there. Like that song hit my heart when I first heard it. And I'm like, Never. I'm talking about a year ago when I heard it. I'm like, damn, he's snapping. And I look at it now. Throw it out.
Serious business now. You see the focus on the players' faces as this is about to get underway.
My light gonna come on. See, it's just warming up.
さあ、すべてのチームの選手たちが今ステージの上に上がりました。各地域リーグを勝ち抜いた3チームの中から本日世界最強チームが決定いたします。皆様今一度盛大な拍手をお願いします。ここで予選の試合順をご紹介させていただきます。この後すぐ第1試合ヨーロッパ代表忍者スインパジャマス対日本代表グッドエイトスクワット。第2試合日本代表グッドエイトスクワット対アメリカ代表フライクエスト。第3試合アメリカ代表フライクエスト対ヨーロッパ代表忍者スインパジャマスとなります。
And now, the order of the qualifying round is as follows. In match 1, we're going to have the European representatives, Ninjas in Pyjamas, taking on the Japanese representatives, Good 8 Squad. In match 2, we're going to have Good 8 Squad versus the USA representatives, Flyquest. And in match 3, it's going to be Flyquest versus Ninjas in Pyjamas.
ということで、こちらですね、まずは予選ということで、すべてのチームが、1回戦うという形になりますね。さあ、まあこの3地域どこも強豪揃い、そして個人戦のカプコンカップでも活躍した選手がたくさん見られますよね。
それはそうですよね。やっぱりそのホーム状態になっている有利が一応あって、それもとても大切になると思いますけどね。
確かに。そして、日本のこのグッドエイトスクワット4人はなんとカプコンカップ11個人戦の方では出場してないということで、まあこの両国国技館でそのプレーを見せるのは初めてという全員初めてというね形になりますよね。
まあパンクとかフェノム選手とかアングリーとかもう触ってるので慣れてて、多分それもなんか有利状態になるのかなと思って、もうそのまあみんなが目の前にいるのも
そうですね。さあそれでは 第1試合のヨーロッパ代表忍者スビインパジャマスと日本代表グッドエイトスクワットの選手の皆さんはスタンバイをお願いいたします。
Alright, so with that said, it's time to get the players ready to start the first match, which is going to be Ninjas in Pyjamas versus Good 8 Squad. We're going to get all the players prepared and set up to do battle momentarily.
One thing I want to say, I really like the gentleman, the black guy that's translating. I like him a lot. This is my first time ever seeing him. He slipped up like once yesterday, like doing it, like with a question. But when it was a slip up, he just like stumbled on his word. That's the only time. And then the second time, he didn't switch. This happened a few times when the translator would have to try to understand what he said or how to put it. He just, said it again, nice and calmly. But that's still no issue. It's just he's doing excellent up there. You know what I mean? That's how we gotta do as black people. We have to do excellent where we at. We gotta do excellent all children. You gotta do excellent where you at. You gotta do your best. Cause when you mess up, nobody not gonna spare you. None of that. They're not gonna hold back on that. If it was you, they want to do that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mess up. You gotta just do your best. And when you do mess up, learn from it. It's okay. But I'm giving him his credit. He ain't messing up. And I can tell you, put the time in to practice to get as great as that. It ain't happen overnight. Somebody told him along the way that he was good at what he do. Somebody encouraged him. I like him a lot, man. I go on and on about it.
In terms of which order their players go in and which characters are selected. But before all that gets underway, we want to get a comment from these guys and just find out what the vibe in each camp is right now.
さあそれではまずは、グッドエイトスクワットガチ君からいきましょうか。ガチ君ついにワールドの日が来ました。はい。今日までいろいろやってきたと思いますが意気込み聞かせてください。
やっぱ国技館で試合ができるってことをすごい楽しみにしてきたんで僕らでやっぱ昨日までの熱い試合をずっと見て早くここで試合がしたいなっていう気持ちが強かったんでようやく僕らの出番ということで、楽しんで勝ちたいと思います。応援お願いします。はい。
So Gachikun is really excited by the current Capcom Cup. All the action that's happened has been hyping him up, and he wants to do his very best here to get the win for the team. He knows that he has a lot of support behind him with everyone here in the arena, and he wants to use that energy to get the W here in the Street Fighter League World Championship.
さあそして忍者スインパジャマスのフェノムにも聞いていきたいと思います。ついにワールドチャンピオンシップの日が来ました。今の気持ち聞かせてください。
So you guys have arrived here at the Street Fighter League World Championship. What are your thoughts going into the first match? What's the vibe in Camp Ninjas in Pyjamas right now?
It's all good vibes in the team, we've been waiting for this now for a few months, and there's so many people here. I mean, this is a crazy arena. It's really hyped when playing with so many people. The energy is really great. So we're excited and we're gonna do our best as always.
明らかになる時がやっと来て、この両国機関に来てくださっている方々、もう満席ですごいなんか有名でしか見れないような光景ですごいやりたがってるし、やる気満々って感じで、頑張りたいと思います。
いいですね。さあそれでは、まだリーダーに質問できるみたいなんでお話伺っていきましょうか。ではグッドエイトスクワットガチ君から、はい、このまずは予選というところではありますが、はい、重要であると思います。ここに向けてどういった取り組み練習してきましたか？
もうEU とアメリカのチームのキャラクターはもちろんなんですけど、オーダーだったりとか、そういう部分はすごい考えてはきましたし、あとね、ストリートファイターリーグ日本で戦ってきた 他のチームの分もここで頑張れ出したいなっていうのは思ってたんで、まあ、そういうのをちゃんと常日頃思いながら練習はしてきました。
So what are the thoughts in the qualifying rounds as everything is kicking off? You know, what's the preparation like? Is there a person or team player that you're keeping your eyes on? And he said that, yeah, obviously the character and the team order is going to play a big role. They're thinking a lot about what Flyquest, what Ninjas in Pyjamas might bring, and that's the focus right now. So, yeah.
ちょっとガチ君の隣にすごい貫禄の方がいらっしゃるんで、この方にもすごい自信がありそうなんでお話伺えますかね。はい。
何でしょう。
今日ワールドなんですけど、はい、どうですかね。勝てそうですか。
まあ選手たちの仕上がりは上々じゃないのかなと思います。
やっぱり監督の目から見ても、
はい、僕の目から見てもかなり今年は出来がいいですね。はい。
やっぱり選手たちハードなトレーニング積んできましたかね。
そうですね。ただもうあとは信頼するだけだと思ってるんで。
ああ、もう選手たちを信じて送り出すのみ。
はい。もうあとは言うことはないです。
ありがとうございます。川野監督にもお話を伺いました。
Training with everyone, training himself, and getting other players ready for the solo tournament in the 3 days leading up to this. And yeah, he doesn't really have much else to say other than he's just going to play his game. So, yeah.
そして、フェノムにもお話を伺いたいと思います。このチームメイト、強力なチームメイトいますが、自信のほどはいかがでしょうか。勝てそうですか。
So obviously in the performance that we've seen in the European Street Fighter League, you have a clear, super strong teammate. What does this do for your confidence moving forward as a team? Are you, does this actually make you feel like kind of like invincible? It's kind of a weird question, but like, yeah, so what's the vibe now in terms of what other teams might bring in their order and their character strategy?
I think our team is very complete. I think we have good character variety, and we're all very high level. So I think we're just overall a strong team, and so are the other teams as well. It's not just we that are strong. Our opponents are also very strong, and the U.S. team is also very strong. So I don't think anyone is invincible, but I think as always, like I said, the one who perform their best will most likely have the best chance of winning. So I think that's the thing that we are focusing on.
ですね、まず、4人とも強いし、それで緊張感は全くなしで、これからなんか他のチームのメンバーもみんなすごい強いから、それに集中しないで、ただ自分を出したい気持ちで頑張りたいと思います。
自分の力を出せれば勝っていると。
ですよね。それが大切ですよね。
そうですね。はい。さあそしてなんとまだ、お話伺っていいとのことなので。川野監督、いいですか。
はい、何でしょう。
今回のこの予選の、ヨーロッパ代表との戦い、アウェーからスタートとなるんですが、そこについてこのホーム&アウェー戦についてはどのように見てますか。
正直厳しいなと思ってます。それはルール的に厳しいってだけであって、はい、力でねじ伏せればいいと思ってるんで。ただ勝ちたいと思います。
ありがとうございます。力強いコメント。
Basically, they're going to use their skill and brute force to get through the W. So yeah, he's confident. He's very confident.
さあそしてフェノムにも伺いたいと思います。じゃあフェノムじゃなくてビッグバードに聞きましょう。このホーム&アウェー制、今回はホームから始まりますが、ホーム&アウェー制についてはどのように考えてますか。
So obviously there's the home and away format. You guys are starting out on the home side. How does that change things for you?
It's going to be very hard to pick our order. I mean, we don't know if we're going to start with me, Phenom, and then me, but home and away doesn't really change anything for us. In fact, it's actually even harder we don't like home. We don't like being home. We like being away. Because away, we just put our names and that's it. Home, we got to think a little bit about who to play. But it doesn't really change anything for us.
でまだそのホームでフェノム先方で行くかビッグバード先方で行くかまだ決まってなくて で逆にアウェイの方がやりやすくて名前だけなんで、
名前
はいろいろ考えなきゃいけないから作業が多くて難しいって言って。
確かに
そういう
あれだよね、アウェーの時はもう一番下にアングリーバードって書けばいいんでしょう。
アングリーバードに任せればいいからそれで済むんですよね。はい、
ありがとうございます。さあそれでは、準備できたということなので、ここで予選第1試合アウェーチーム日本代表グッドエイトスクワットのオーダーを発表したいと思います。オーダーはこちら。
Time to announce the order of the Good 8 squad on the away side.
さあ画面切り替わりますか。さあ先鋒ガチ君、ラシード、クラシック、中堅プゲラ、ジリー、クラシック、そして大将川野、合金クラシックとなりました。
So Gachikun is going to be going.
I never knew the order was preset or like chosen by them.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, the first member of Team NIP to play is me.
Phenom 選手が先鋒です。
さあ先鋒はフェノムとなりました。キャラクターと操作タイプはキャラクターだけちょっと聞いてみましょうか。
キャミーです。
キャミーで
クラシックのキャミーです。
ああなるほど、先鋒はフェノム、キャミー、操作タイプはクラシックとなりました。それでは先鋒の両選手はスタンバイをしていただきます。
So, as you see on the screen, Phenom has gone first with Cami in Classic. All right, players on standby, thank you.
さあそれではここからは実況席の皆さんよろしくお願いします。
これからも願っていきましょう。
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we had a fantastic time with Capcom Cup 11.
That was interesting. That was interesting. This is my first time watching the full team battle. I can't even say I watched the full one. Like, close to a full one. But I want to thank BLAZ. You are amazing, man. Great job, young man. Great job, man. I know you're from Chile, you might not understand, maybe. But somebody will let you know. Fantastic. 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 I went for you after my third pick. After my second pick wasn't in. Because I originally made the picks of Punk taking it. Then I made the pick of Lashar. Because I liked him next. So he played Chun-Li. And then third, I told myself you was third, but then I had a bunch of more. I had more people, but then I was like, nah, just watching. You was named before, right after Punk got knocked out. I named Lashar, and then I'm like, dang, you know what? Lashar get knocked out because Punk did. I'm going for BLAZ, and I know it's a third pick thing, but I went straight for you for your age, straight for that. I went for Punk because Punk was representation when I was first getting into Street Fighter. And I liked how he was dope, like a young black kid, young black man, shall I say. And I ain't understanding Street Fighter. And he wasn't more like a teacher at the time. He was just more like showing good gameplay that I actually like watching. I can't say I watched anybody else's. I watch more people now, but in the beginning, I was only watching Punk. And my boy UESC, if I'm saying his name right, Gaming. But BLAZ, man, that's what's up, man. I went and finished the rest of that this morning, and I had a blast watching that. I had a blast watching the rest of the rest of the bracket because I only streamed the very first round of the top 16. I got tired, but it was wonderful. That was great. Like I'm watching anything BLAZ do, for sure. I like him. I like Kakera too. I ain't never heard of him before So I like a lot of people that like Toshima. Tokido, of course. I like Takimura. Takimura is one of my favorite from there. Zenhai, if I'm saying his name right. I like him too. I like his gameplay. And there's a few other people I like that I can't remember their name. I kind of like Juicy Joe. But I'm trying to think of more people before I can name for him. I like Knuckle-Doo. I like Knuckle-Doo. He just reminded me of somebody like in the military. He reminded me of like a officer like that was kind of like a stuck up type of officer though for some reason. Ever since I first saw him last year, like he just reminded me of somebody that could be in the military. Like I could picture a lot of people in the military, but he reminded me of somebody that took it. That I can't say took it serious because I take it serious. But I mean I'm talking about like. Somebody that like it's a stickler. I don't know. Yeah, stickler from American Pie. I still kind of get that vibe from him, but I don't care anymore. I'm more into his Gao gameplay. I like him when I see him. He's dope. But I'm about to watch this, y'all. I appreciate that time, that listen. Shout out to BLAZ. Congratulations.
Let's see the Street Fighter competitive era. Game 1. Let's kick it off.
All right, we got Phenom and Cammy.
Sort of Rashid player, but also with fireballs with the perfect parry was there. Phenom was aware of how Gachikun would like to play, starting with the fireballs, and that's getting defeated already. Already up in the corner with that strike, though, which Cammy loves to do.
Oh, misses the combo there, but he's going to get a conversion into the Eagle Spike. And one of the things I really love about Gachikun is his frame kills as a Rashid specialist. So keep an eye on how tight his execution will be. Fantastic, perfect parry. Situational awareness on the different version of the Arabian Cyclone. And punishes accordingly there, Phenom.
Better have that. I mean, you got a Rashid on your team. It makes sense. Gachikun has got to present something a little bit different. I think he is a little bit more on the fireball sort of gameplay, trying to initiate a little bit before he walks him down. I think maybe Big Bird's a little bit more active. As Gachikun does so, he is getting walked to the corner. Phenom going to lane this out. Ooh, he tapped the parry. Maybe that's for a little bit later on.
And this is where the neutral is a bit tricky, right? Because if you force Rashid to play fundamentally...
I ain't gonna lie. I do not like watching Rashid play. I don't like him. I used to like him in the beginning, but then I stopped liking him. And then I started liking him again. I don't like watching Rashid.
backing away.
Charged up the whirlwind shot, going to use the air current to close the distance as well, so he can get a button in there, and he's going to get a conversion into the eagle spike again. Tried to get Phenom to shimmy, but he didn't take the bait. And fantastic discipline there from Phenom on defense, taking that first round.
15 seconds. Beautiful stuff to be able to lane him out. And playing in the jungle that Gachikun would like to play. Slowly walking it down, footsie face style. On board, counter combo off the light starter. Into with the Oki gets the crouch spears all in the gutty works. Into with the DP damages Racky.
In them gutty works? Yo, chill. He said in them gutty works. That sounded sick.
Firing on all cylinders, but there's going to be a counter hit with that punish counter drive impact. We're going to get Frank still there, can get a grab, not quite. Not the frame advantage, but there's the grab I was looking for. And he's going to do a wake up Delta Red assault. Survey says
Delta Red.
I'm actually not sure about this one.
Hey, still alive. Good to not use the OD. So that's more to play with. OD
He can't pull the tornado. He can't pull the tornado.
OD dive kick. I just want to look for that tension, right? That's spacey. Probably Fireball would have came out. Still committed to get the dive kick to get the first kill. First game here to Phenom.
Now there are a couple of characters that really are a nightmare to Rashid. As I know Gachikun has put in extensive work.
Who? Tell me who's the. Who are some nightmares to Rashid? Let me know.
When you check people's CFNs and see what they invest the most hours into, I believe Gachikun has the highest amount of practice hours with over 2.5k.
Oh, he's a real one.
Damn!
Last time I checked, he was playing Rashid, so you do need to do it overtime with no extra pay.
Yeah.
2.5K? I'm at 100. And I'm like, man, I'm happy.
Show me your payslip.
Hey, relax. All I'm saying is, not gonna bitch my character. Anyway, ODDP last season would have been a bust out to a side switch, so Phenom has to work a little bit harder right now. And there is the whip punish, looking for that crouching kick now. Gachikun pressing issue. The OD dive kick against the throw. Fantastically done. We'll go back to mid-screen.
Well, we've already seen significant improvements there from Gachikun's neutral, being a little bit more faster, more elusive, what we know Rashid for. And he gets that perfect parry punish into the spiral arrow there, St. Cola.
Hey, careful now. Stay medium, man. Trying to find that nice close range. Commit to that forward medium punch. Unfortunate. Dump out the bar.
And he went for a level 1 instead, because spin drive smasher should close it out. He was firmly aware.
Spin drive
master. Super up 1 to close that one out. And Gachikun is falling behind Cola.
We'll get that walk-up jab again. Has initiated that lane style, and now he gets to confidently walk forward with these jabs and mediums. Perfect areas there. Just get the knockdown, dash up, medium
Tornado's
slide.
coming. Yeah, the tornado's coming.
Got to. Make it safe and solid.
Well,
the Windy City Kid.
That's the only time he's had to call it thus far anyway. Phenom's going to handle this really well, and he's just going to have to block and replenish some drive gauge. And he's going to try and set up the safe jump here. This is important. And he gets it. Safe jump coming. Oh, empty jump low instead. He's got another opportunity here, so if Phenom gets his wrong, that's going to be the round. Is it high or low?
Mix up. Oh, he blocks out, but the shimmy, the finesse, the plus will put him to rest. Fantastically done. Has been saucing up the corner with a lot of these throws, and then ends out the strongest mix in the world. Strike and throw.
Telling you, man, that is one of Rashid's strongest traits. That float Oki in the situation in the corner there, but he has to take you to the corner because the magic only happens for Rashid in the corner.
That's true.
He can take you there with one combo, but let's do a little bit of work to get there in the first place. Gets another punish counter dive kick there.
I didn't know that.
The neutral to Phenom.
It's a throw. Gachikun with the drivers forward, heavy kick.
Got him.
Shimmy.
Tornado's coming again. He's going to call it again.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. Get that proper knockdown. Not as easy to do as the previous season, so you have to make sure that you do it properly and correctly.
Burn him out.
Oh, yeah, he does. As you mentioned, has the enhancement still. The throw, you'll take this.
Here comes the pressure. You got to hold the string. And the nasty drive impact reset. And Gachikun finds a way to equalize here for Good 8 squad. Again,
That did a lot of damage.
Doing his duties.
I'm always surprised at seeing how much damage that does.
It's only the first picture today, Colin.
It's so exciting, my heart pounding. Honestly, I like the way the Gachikun's playing.
Look at how it's set up.
Not being so strong for the
with the little bars at the top.
Compared to other characters, and the way that you can walk down people with Cammy makes it very difficult. However, on the reverse side of things,
if I come out with a stream border, it gotta be something like this. I like this.
You can actually get that down and take it to the corner and a race.
I like this stream border.
Let's pay attention to how Gachikun has made the micro adjustments to send Phenom into the corner and then make him guess with all the frame kills, all the setups here, because Phenom's actually been handling himself well, but when he's put in the corner against Rashid, that's when the million-dollar question is being asked. He's gonna get.
I'm gonna come up with a stream overlay. I like this.
Yeah, that jab has been doing wonders right now and gets a counter combo. Very good stuff here for Phenom. Playing a little bit more on the lamer side, back to the basics.
Oh, he tried to get the TK Arabian Sky High there, but Phenom shut him down and swatted him back on the floor.
Hey,
and that is going to get the damage here. Just end it with the cannon spike. That's correct.
Delay a little bit. Could have finished the job, but the heavy kick will still be jail, no bail. Walling him out, not letting him leave.
Jail, no bail.
Like we said, no wasted air, no pun intended, no wasted movements here for Gachikun, and he's going to get another whip punish across the screen. And he gets a delay. That is perfect against defensive dive kicks. Delayed crouch medium punch from Rashid is perfect against Cammy's wake-up dive kick on defense.
I think Gachikun has that answer. Had the pick up too as well. Gets the counter off that crouching jab for the crouching medium kick to Link. Like Mixer, this time a throw. Yes, sir. Makes sense.
Good call, Cola. And then this time he changes it up because the dive kick has been stopped before. And a perfect parry into the conversion. Will close it out with a crouching heavy punch. And boy, he is going down and making sure Phenom works for this win.
Got him sweating. I like that. Again, crouch block and the crouch medium kick has been hit continuously. I haven't seen Phenom be able to expose those toes continuously. No whip punish, but we'll finally find the entry point right here. Target combo, spiral arrow. Waits for a little bit, tries to go for the throw. No back throw happening here.
Good back. Here comes the tornado. He's got to call it again. He's got to call it again.
My win condition, go!
Just weighing it out. He might have to actually just deplete the drive gauge. Yeah, just take the drive gauge damage and a back throw there. That worked out for Phenom here.
All right. And again with the drive rush, gets a throw right after. Drive bar so far, well spent here for Phenom. Burns himself out, but knows if he can get a significant conversion right now and put this man close to death door. Now definitely, I think with a big jump, it could be able to get the win.
He's coming again. It's going to come again.
Another one.
He's got to hold it. If he gets grabbed after the tornado, he might be screwed. Oh, no, yes. Okay, don't kick out. Please don't.
Chill,
he knows it as well because the level 3's there.
Yeah, you're right. Could bust through. Enhancement.
Oh, he got him. He got him to flinch. And he's going to convert into the EX Spinning Mixer there. And he was almost down for the count. But the captain of Good 8 Squad sets precedence here. And a fantastic example to lead the charge and put these guys in prime position to sit pretty in the grand finals.
They've been on the stage before. They've got rings on their left fingers. They want them on their right. And what a good fight, though, here for Gachikun again. As you had mentioned, it's the corner where he's making his money. Not trying to be funny or anything.
He said they got him on their left finger, they want him on their right.
Mix-ups continuously off Arabian Cyclone. He's doing off a level 2.
I'm enjoying it, man.
Should be like, if I can't kill you with this level 2,
I can't even commentate. I'm enjoying it so much.
Set up for things later on. In the first of 2 set, very well done. Quick adjustments.
And I used to not be a fan of the high-level gameplay. I used to not be a fan of it. But I told myself, the way that this tournament is set up, I'm like, if this is like, because I've been, I like tournaments. Like, come on now, I've been in tournaments. I like tournaments, all type of tournaments, battle rap tournaments, all type of tournaments. And then just to see if it's something so nostalgic, it's a blessing, man, and it's just a blessing. It's a blessing, and that is dope.
Hey, I got a bunch of frame kills. Do you remember all my frame kills that set me up for the ideal frame advantage?
Exactly.
I'm not sure. Then tested it. And then again, you don't want to deal with Rashid's throw loop, but also if you whiff a grab, he's got all that dry gauge to set up the nasty safe jump that's got 20 different ways into it, right?
Yeah, that's a good point you bring up about the drive cage. Just in general, he had so much when he was in the corner, built some up at level 2, or if we took him there, he would already have a lot built up, and this was a beautiful perfect parry. I feel like there's a couple perfect parries that were happening in this instance to disallow Phenom to get that comfortability in the neutral, swinging back with stand medium kick, and what a shimmy right there to end things off. It all worked out. Gachikun's corner pressure, and with the Frankers, as you mentioned, put Phenom on the back foot. Gachikun's a big lab rat. You mentioned that he is constantly training. If you check his CFN stats, he is there. Many of us aren't, but he is. But look at what the reward is. The first win to Good 8 Squad. Again, they've been on that stage. They're hungry for another success right here. And riding the wins right now, success. It's looking a little dicey, but we'll see. Pugera is up next. We'll see who they send up against him. Who do you call up against a jury?
If I know NIP.
Okay, if you know.
They're going to send a certain specialist up there. The robot might be in reserve. We might have to make sure the batteries are fully charged for that anchor match, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it here. They are just making sure that everything is ready on the stage. Make sure you tweet out the stream, everyone. Twitch.tv/CatConFighters and let everybody know that Street Fighter League World Championships is on. Remember, Street Fighter League US, their team is going to be playing very shortly as well because we need to crown the ultimate champion of the Street Fighter League as a whole.
Ultimate champion. After how many fantastic moments we had league around the world, how many blow-ups and upsets and things that we did expect, to happen, all that occurring to this, culminating to right here, right now. Especially for Street like Japan, just speaking about like how we've had so many different new players and things coming through. Even though Good Day Squad was the one that took in the end, there were moments where even both squads, in terms of like the divisions, kind of dicey for like the top level of play, or should I say, the teams in general. So it's great to see like, this is it. This is what we get for the ending. We have a lot of variation for the characters, the players, and stuff like that as well. A lot of storylines that are behind this. For EU, as you mentioned, for Japan, for US, we'll get into that when we get into that. But I'm excited to see, even coming up next, what Pugera plays. If the jury doesn't work out, maybe he'll switch to the Bison. Maybe he'll go to the DJ. Who knows what this guy's got?
Well, this is the thing, right? We were actually basically repeating this over and over again during the group stages and yesterday, right? If you just look at how Season 2 started leading up to this point, how people have dropped certain characters, acquired certain characters, and changing as a solo specialist,
right.
People adding to their arsenal of characters like Mena RD, for a good example. Pugera was another one I wasn't sure about because he's...
I mean, that's obvious, though. Like, the game is out longer. We're going to try new things. So I agree, but I'm glad everybody has more than one character.
It's all about the wins here. They need the big wins. And you have to remember, you can't necessarily...
And to be honest with you, a lot of these guys are good with all the characters. They're master with all the characters. Because they just know how to play the game, and a lot of the characters have the same buttons. So you just got to know when to do it, how to do it. They played before. I'm a natural. I can get it. That's why I got it so far. I just need to redo it with the simultaneous input.
I agree. I think there's an element, though, of, like, you want everything to be as picture-perfect as possible. It'll never be like that. But you want as many points as possible, as many wins as possible. It comes down to that differential where you have to go up against another team. At the very end, when we calculate everything, you don't want to be hoping and praying to whatever's up there that you make it through. But, as you mentioned, sometimes you want to try some things out. I think Pugera being up here in the second position is fine. He's got the variance of the characters. I wouldn't put him in anchor. I'd put Kawano there. I think he's more clutch than first to three.
That makes sense.
I think overall, for the way he wants to play on defense with bust outs and things like that, give him a little more time to shine. And like a first to three makes more sense than a first to two. And that guy, I think, riding off that big win against Reject, against Lashar twice, is a big point. But again, I got to give big love to Pugera. I keep talking about him because this guy is a big reason of why they won that finals. Coming out with the DJ, countering the Cammy, and being just a pivotal point of like shooing away that character from certain moments and certain matchups and things like that, and clutching out in the very end. I feel like 70% was of him.
You also have to remember, right, when it comes to Street Fighter League, just in general, respective leagues or the World Championships, some people do fear certain positions.
Right.
I don't really like the middle position because if my teammate loses, I have to kind of pick up, and there's a little bit more pressure on me. Yeah. And then again, if that doesn't work out, then the anchor guy has immense pressure trying to bring it back, or he's supremely confident, saying, "Look, I can clean up your mess."
Hit him with a nah, I'd win.
Well, this is it, right? And then you can even say the Vanguard position is absolutely hellish because you're like, I've got to set the tone. Yeah. If I don't set a good tone, what's going to happen, right? Yeah. So this is what's going to be interesting. And it will be...
We'll see.
Yeah, it should be... we should be getting the next match.
Yeah, we good.
We're just waiting for our Japanese compadres over there. But we should be expecting to go back to the main stage. We go back to the main stage now? Perfect.
All right, let's go back
to the main stage.
For the second match, the player that we will send up, his name is Big Bird.
Oh, his brother's name is Big Bird. I forgot what I said yesterday, trying to figure out what his brother's name was. I forgot what I said. I think I said, like, Reject Bird. I said, like... I think I said Chicken Bird or something like that. Like, I forgot what I said. I was saying all of on stuff, like Bowl Bird. Like, because I'm like, his name was Angrybird. I'm like, yo, what is his brother's name? Big Bird. He do look like a big bird, though. Like, he probably was always the tall one growing up. Dang, he popping, he's shooting at me.
Okay, the biggest of
Yo,
birds
look at him.
to play. Looking to put this...
Yeah, that's a pose right there.
Now, it makes sense.
That's a pose.
Every time I talk to Jessica or Jack.
I might start those.
Back when he was having troubles in the mirror match, he wanted to pick Rashid and fight that character. It's not like a desperate match. Actually, you know what? Let me not speak as a Rashid player, because you are the resident Rashid player out here. You see this match, do you like fighting Jury?
Who? You. Rashid? Me?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You're talking to the wrong guy,
Oh, no,
bro.
we played at EWC. You were playing a little bit more Rashid than a cool.
You're talking to the wrong guy, bro. I was always a my player. What are you talking about?
Oh, about that. What do you think about this matchup, though?
It was one of the more annoying ones when I was trying to actively play Rashid and, cosmically failed.
Really?
But it's because the Fireball has such horizontal dominance. Jury is great at monopolizing the screen. And this is another character that Rashid is going up against someone that's got exceptional buttons in the neutral, whether you use drive rush to enhance the frame.
I like his hair.
Or not, right?
Okay.
And
His hair is like
she has
Ken's.
pretty solid counters to what Rashid does, and she's very good at harassing.
I didn't know that was real.
Screen or the corner here, but Big Bird, I just like the fluidity in his gameplay and how he's got a healthy mindset towards competing in good matchups, bad matchups. He'll tell you which ones are the unfavorable ones.
Oh, yeah, yeah. He'll be
And he
honest.
had this problem with last season in Group B, Capcom. I think Nephew and Despair King were there.
Yeah, you're
I think they were the
right.
two jury players, so it was a little bit of a tall order. But everyone has accumulated a year's extra worth of experience. So now you can categorize different play styles. You have an understanding of the movement in the matchup, and then you've got understanding of the drive system a little bit better. So I think he can be pretty good here. And of course, like you said, the significant advantage both of these two teams had is they got the insider scoop. They got the 4-on-1s of Rashid's.
Oh, yeah.
Big Bird will break down Gachikun's playstyle and the character to his teammates, and obviously Gachikun will go and talk to good 8 squad there. So there's nothing you can really surprise them with if we're talking about Rashid mechanically. And he's a mechanically laid character.
Yeah.
You have to, as a team, because remember,
They all wear
it's
Under
Big Bird
Armour and
versus
turtlenecks.
Pugera, but it could be
I
Big
like
Bird
that to stay
versus the 8
warm.
squad as a whole.
Right. There's a team element, as you mentioned.
It's always some type of long sleeve on these tournaments, I noticed.
You're not going to make it through. You don't have faith in your team in terms of who's going up and such.
I guess that makes
You're not
sense.
gonna make it through. If you're not going to listen to
It was one tournament where they were sitting right next to each other. It looked like they was hot. It was old though, and it looked like it was in an old like hotel hall.
Any kind of
Not that
relationship
small,
with business, personal,
but they was up
we
on the
can't keep it
stage.
we ain't going nowhere.
It wasn't like, it was set up almost like Evo, like how Punk and Big Bird was, but except for it was in a smaller place. Evo was in a large place. That the place I'm talking about was much smaller.
Here. It's time for the business. Will Big Bird be able to equalize for Team NIP, or Pugera put these guys in a favorable position? And he's making a facial expression. It's something he'd do with the camera anyway. I'm loving this guy already.
The Cosmic Buster going up against the...
Yeah, y'all like the stream?
Start with the jury. We'll see if he needs
I'm gonna be streaming after this. Get on some Street Fighter afterwards.
All right, the crouch fierce, yeah, trying to inch forward with that crouching middle kick. I wonder what I was about to say. When that crouching middle kick is going to ring true here for Pugera, her best button, if not, at that top spot, catching the walk backs. But we're wise with the
Nice parry.
down sweep, side switch, gets the counter to overhead.
Damn, that was great. You can set up that safe jump from pretty much anywhere and any given situation. Good delayed throw tech there from Pugera, but he gets a jump in. And I'm going to be worried about the jumping heavy punch against spinning mixer specifically at certain angles for Big Bird, because that will give Pugera an abundance of damage if he finds the opportunity, Cola.
Yeah, it's true. Very hard to deal with. The sweep, excuse me, as Ape would punish against the stand fierce. He's hunting for that fireball, dash up. Nothing big right here. Keep him locked up at the court as much as possible.
This sounds like it's gonna be a long event too.
Both guys cannot whiff a button right now.
Nice.
Gets a delayed crouching medium punch, and is he going to set up something nasty? No, he's not. And he tried to get, and that's going to close it out.
Punish. Not only did he avoid it, he bound a punish and gets it before medium punch. Gets an instant overhead.
Most people would wait for Jury to land, try and get that punish counter. He was laser sharp and got the conversion, but Pugera is going to call the super art one, get the forward dash, and then set up some Oki. Oh, he's just going to walk instead. He's close to the corner anyway, so that's fine. Oh, that hit!
Dive kick. Maybe try to call it a fireball. I don't know, but it works out here for Pugera. Maybe Cyclone, delays a light, opens up the crouching light kick, drive rush right after it for the knockdown. Frame kill for the throw right after. Lomeo.
Careful of the anti-throw tool. And he's going to get another throw here is Big Bird.
Frame kill for the throw.
Hey, back throw. Get a counter hit. So he's got bar at the bottom. Another level 1. No, he got the drive gauge to get it done. Everacco triggering those big heavy punches with the crouch fierce in there. Pugera ties it up.
You have to be confident, man. After that accidental throw there for Pugera, he was confident he could take that round. Then another sweep with punish here. Keeping it simple before he builds on that momentum is Big Bird. There,
Right.
that's what I was talking about before.
The pain of every Rashid player right there. A jump in.
Mate, I've seen the storyline with Gachikun and his anti-airs throughout season 1. That was traumatizing. And he's going to get a conversion here.
Yeah, that crouch middle kick, such a good stop sign tool. One of the farthest reaching in the business. The back though,
Call
gonna
it.
happen. He will go for level 2. He does. Time to activate.
Okay.
Slow the man down.
Well, the air current's still there, and he can get a big punish. That's huge. because he did commit to the amplified spinning mixer here, and your reward, good sir, is going to get comboed into Jury Super Art 3. And if you guess wrong from this, he can take one grab, but if you guess wrong, you're done. Oi!
I'm not taking nothing. No DP. Give me some distance, some room to breathe. The fireballs to lock him down. Big Bird a little more active with those projectile slight walk back. Gets it with Punisher, gets a drive rush medium.
That impeccable spacing there, and he's going to do the dual Kevin to close the distance, but he's burnt himself out. He's burnt himself out, and I actually think he walked away.
He burned himself out getting close to him like that? I didn't even notice that.
The DP came out from Pugera's side. I think that's what happened.
Pugera runs the OD pinwheel to put Big Bird down again. Pugera's defensive times have been fantastic. To jump out of the light mixer right there at the perfect time to get a punish. Having good wherewithal also to go with the throws and kind of hold things every so often up in the corner where other people might have faltered. Pugera so far with a game, and you see the team conversing with Big Bird every so often. Let's see if he can lock in and clock in.
Oh, okay. Just a short intermission here.
A little bit of popcorn. Sip of soda.
Yeah, see, that's beautiful. Your captain using the specialist character as well, arguably top 3 in the game for me. And I don't know how much confidence is exuding from you now because you have that guy in your corner. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Okay, Rashid with a kick, able to play here. Off that low, catching these walkbacks every so often. Pugera. Tapping parry when you shouldn't. The throw is there. It's a punish counter 1, so that damage is done to the drive gauge. Throw? No, it's a crouching medium punch, but the throw comes after that. That's fine. It's not so fine now.
Gonna burn him out here. Big Bird looking for it, and he just about gets the heavy spinning mixer, and Pugera tried to avoid the burnout. Pick your poison, but remember, if he hit you, you were gonna lose anyway, and he gets a perfect there to close that one out.
All right, driver throw this time. We haven't really seen that too often. It's usually been a button. Renko kicks. They don't cancel anything else. Gets the knockdown off the Eagle Spike dash up. Walk back, stand fierce, Arabian Cyclone. The space trap with the light right after. Hard for some characters to contest at that range.
Doesn't matter at this point because we are back in the neutral here, so Pugera's going to be out of range where he can contest, and he's going to activate the Feng Shui engine. I'm not sure if that's what he wanted, but we're in the mode anyway.
I wonder how much he's developed this level 2. I mean, he has so many characters in his pocket. A level 2 jury definitely has to have a little bit of sauce behind it to make it work. Stand fierce, it's all gone. Well, it's almost gone, I should say. Big Bird's trying to harass, so that's all off the table. All empty out in bar. Let's see if Big Bird can get a knockdown for that level 2 scenario. Or maybe even level 3, depending on what the drive rush cancels are.
Well, he's got low drive gauge, and again clips him out of the sky with the forward medium punch, and here comes, perfect parry, yes. Some people have learned that. That set up, a lot of people are getting more comfortable perfect parrying the first hit into a throw there. So really good stuff. Perfect parry again.
Both turning blue. The knockdown is here. Drive rush jab to get right back in with a grip. Big Bird with another throw. We'll go for third. The tech, the throw does not connect. Interrupts the overrun with the crouching medium kick. Spin that level 1 to win. Off the new target combo to seal the deal. Pugera. 7-point scenario.
I'm not sure if that third throw was a good choice there to kind of just come in and try and be greedy was Big Bird, but we're going to potential match point, like you said, Cola, so hopefully Big Bird doesn't let that dissuade him too hard. Oh, that clipped him. What?
Oh my gosh. There's a heavy mixer, though, is the entire choice. When it's that close, it works out a lot better. Is the OD fireball to lock him down. Doesn't go for the level 2 here.
Right, Tornado's coming. Not yet.
Oh, bust out. For a slight delay, no drive in.
Tornado's coming.
Anything at all. Kakera gets a real dive kick. The timings on this cat have been ridiculous for that to happen more often than not.
Big Bird's on his last leg, Scully. He's got to be very careful. The next choice he makes, and that's a counter hit. And he has not done the double drive rush cancel combo here. He needs the insurance policy. Here comes the second wind. Please be careful.
Back me up.
He's just going to blow that drive gauge. Oh, he might be done. He actually might be done. He's got to do the whole thing. He has to do the whole thing. Medium spinning mixer, and then he's going to close it out with Super Rashid kick. And there you have it. That very overhead just before the tornado connected there. And we knew what kind of...
He said it comes to insurance policy. He said that's why most of the community annoyed.
Yo, I will say this though.
Hey man, listen, when you buy a product, they tell you to buy insurance.
That's true, you're right. They said $9.99 for a little bit extra right there, and unfortunately, Kakera did not get that plan.
This is about to be long.
First overhead didn't work. Backed up on the level 2, you know what to do. That one did, and Pugera, although having such dominance in the round, it's how Big Bird has been adjusting that level 2 and making the neutral a little bit more unusual and optimizing when need be up at that corner scenario.
Well, This is why you need to be very careful with your dry gauge management. The character as intricate as Rashid. And let's see, this game...
I kind of like this matchup.
We could slug it out, or we could be respectful. And right now, we're going to get
Joey and Rashid. I like this matchup.
Big Bird.
Just the backdash.
Oh, we're slugging it out. Yeah, we're slugging it out.
We're out in the Waffle House parking lot. Shoes off, shirt off. We're just swinging right now.
Good old Fight Club, yeah.
Pugera, again, sticks with the jerk. I think he wants that reversal of this matchup. See the bust out continuously. Does get the punish. And the DP. Easily done. Pugera locking Big Bird down. That's around in that set point again, but he needs to close this out.
Well, I'm looking at Big Bird's player cam here in the mental. Looks like it's not 100% just yet, but he can recover that over time, and he doesn't get the cancel on the dive kick, and I saw Pugera beat himself up about that mentally.
Right. I'm trying to go for the enter the foot dive. Gets the punish too as well against the throw. Starts with the Huajin.
No feng shui yet. He doesn't even need it because I think that's it. I think he's closed it out into level 3.
Oh yeah, off the target combo. The Foot Clan finisher. Pugera, the Cosmic Buster, taking a significant.
Wait, that's it?
Good 8 squad. Already 2 games on Ninjas in Pyjamas.
This is what can be difficult for Rashid in close proximity. It's just some of the other characters' buttons, they're slightly faster, slightly better. There may be special cancer.
Why he making I was just standing there holding your hand out?
Fortunate because Big Bird was slowly coming back, and I thought they were going to try and take it there.
They made that Rashid matchup was got more interesting to watch. I was gonna say more, but I'm just listening. I put a timestamp whenever. Excuse me.
Level 1 or rely on Feng Shui engine, you can build up to that level 3.
That's a really good point.
And have all all the combo flexibility as possible, right? Which is why there is. And you could lose track on how much super meter Jury has in a match like that.
She can build it up really quick. She could be a battery, especially up in the corner where she can harass you with stand fierce, the fireballs, the pressure off the mediums. Her up in the corner is dangerous, almost as dangerous as Rashid. Not as much, but it's definitely up there. And Pugera is a very dangerous cat. Scoring another significant win. That's 2 games already, and now we go to the anchor position. Now listen, it's going to be a deciding factor, I do feel, as you see, Phenom Big Bird only able to get some, games here and there, but not full matches. 20 points to good 8 squad Kawano. And I'm just going to say it. I know you might say it too as well.
Oh, it's first at 2.
It's going to be Angrybird on the other side, I'm guessing.
It has to be, because if you haven't caught up with Street Fighter League EU or you're unaware, basically
you have to get 4. Whoever gets the most wins wins. Okay.
As the Vanguard.
Yeah, they need to send out Angrybird, man. Angrybird. Hopefully, Angrybird will win. Take it serious.
To these kind of environments, I prefer you just put me at the back. And he's been in this situation before. I did call Ninjas in Pyjamas the super soldiers of SFL EU. They almost looked invincible and unbeatable. Yeah. But right now, they're looking a very bit human here, but they are on the international stage. Now, Angrybird is more than capable of doing this, but he is going up against, as they call him, what is it, the Singularity? Is that what Kawano's nickname was?
Listen, I don't know what that means, but I just know that him with the Akuma is some dangerous business, or the Goki, because we're here in Japan. Either way, this man in a first to 3 in a similar fashion to Angrybird loves to be able to have that room to be able to figure out the opponent and the player and see what they can do on defense. You know, Kawano, we saw at EWC with the bust outs against Bonchan in that mirror match, which I actually expect to happen.
Okay.
I think that unless he's changed his mind, well, we'll talk about this here in a second. We're just
gonna third match. We will be sending Angrybird.
Took his jacket off. I like that jacket. I wouldn't buy that for almost $450.
So, it is.
Absolutely.
Let's go back to my point real
It
quick.
probably really warm, hopefully. It gotta be warm. They wearing inside there. It's not a flight jacket. When he just took that off, it sounded like it's heavy. It looked kind of thinnish heavy.
Just this week.
Well, look,
I like their jerseys with the collar. I like that.
Street Fighter League EU with the Akuma.
That look good on him. I like their jerseys.
Well, he has to know at this point now. You need to earn your paycheck now, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
But listen, he's the robot. He just came fourth at yesterday's Capcom Cup. I gotta say that top 8 was magical.
Yeah.
And we are gonna see him here. Hopefully, he can equalize for the team. The Ninja in Pyjamas, the team at home. Shout outs to all the production crew and everyone behind the scenes and the management side, as well as the fans at home.
Wow.
Probably watching this now. That artwork was brilliant, by the way.
That was, bro, they had a
That did look good.
Picasso on that. You feel me? But here, back to this match, though, you know, I also want to mention that Angrybird, just like after EWC, was like, bro, I'm not playing no mirror matches unless it's like Akuma and Akuma. You know, when it comes to Ken and Akuma, I don't want to play that. I'd rather just run the mirror match, more comfortable with that. So I expect that from him. On paper, I feel like there are things that Ken can do. He run DPs on the fireballs. Obviously, the variance makes it a lot harder, but they did nerf it, so his hands are out in the battle a little bit harder. So like that hurt box is out for a little bit longer. But in terms of like the neutral, the fireballs, the walk speed, some of the footsies that are presented with the 4 Fierce, Stand Fierce are great for Akuma. And the corner pressure, of course, we all die to that. But the reverse of things, maybe the Ken, but I think it's just going to be the mirror match. That's what I feel.
Well, as we saw yesterday, I think it was after Angrybird lost to Juicy Joe in the Cup, he started playing Akuma just from then on. Now, I'll regurgitate this point as much as possible. Angrybird's player psychology is some of the best, the creme de la creme for me, because this guy knows what you want to do when you need it most. He has a correct defensive choice. But also, what Kawano's Akuma has done is it's grown on me over time, because at first his defensive choices were strange, but then when you watch it against the opponents he's facing, they're all top level, and they make so much sense at this point here. So I want to see Angrybird.
I like that. I like that one.
He came up with some nasty
that don't look like no Tourette's.
Yes, sir.
He was like
Angrybird Kawano as our anchor match. We'll see a deficit of points here.
Angrybird went with Akuma again.
The ship gives at least a first to death.
Right now, there you go, going to get the anti-air to open things up here. Almost was able to get a punish on that with throw there from Angrybird, and the standing light kick drive rush cancel here from Kawano.
Yeah, Japanese players love that stand light kick drive rush right after. Just the back to switching positions. You really thought you could throw, stand fierce, try to go for another guillotine. The DP is there. Anti-airs have been pretty good on both sides, I gotta say.
Backing away at the moment here. Kawano in a good position here, but low on drive gauge. Gets the whip punish with that sweet DI.
Too many fireballs. Eat some damage. Shaped a setup. Stand fierce. Drive rush throw right after. Damage is racking up. Almost equalized.
I like that throw there. There's a drive reversal. Right, we're going to slug it out and burn out. Never mind. We're going to end it with the Misatsu. But I do like that throw that Angrybird did before, because that drive gauge cancel sequence could have actually burnt out Kawano, so he might have just blocked, and then that's what snuck in the throw there for Angrybird. Overhead.
There, yeah, get the overhead right after. Close enough to do so. Doesn't have the best drive rush distance, but is able to get it off. OD. Get some of that reversal and the fire with the light punch version as well to stay nice and close. And you see him just inching forward, able to get the anti-air with the short use of the game. Probably looking for Angrybird when he wants to go for that demon flip.
That's going to miss.
Bye-bye.
That's going to miss. And that's going to be massive here for Angrybird. He might not spend any bar needed. Oh, no, he's going to go for it. Yes, he's going to go for it. And that will be the Sip of Calamity to take that round. Fun fact, ladies and gentlemen, when Akuma puts in EXM Fireball in the corner, that means he's looking to get rid of your life bar.
Especially when he turns gray, right? But I feel like, you know, as an Akuma player, you can build up that bar to at least level 2, so these fireballs to fight back. But we'll see if he can get that fight back. And we get Tatsu forward fears, backs up for the anti-air, perfectly done again. He's protecting that neck from the guillotine.
All right, good block there from Angrybird, but he needs a drive rush cancel to get out of the corner. Ooh. There you go, just there it is.
Trying to go for the space trap with the crouching medium punch, but Kawano walking back. That 4 Fierce inflicts so much of like, oh, I can press a button, but at certain distances, it's a bad idea. 4 Fierce now as the offensive tool is the whip punish.
Lovely whip punish there from Angrybird, and he gets hit, and that's going to be a level 2. He's going to spend the level 2 on the Empyrean's end, and I'm not sure about this one.
Still alive, but Kawano's fine to fight and burn out. Also the type to go gray, go ashy. You just block this out, get the bar back, but the overhead lands. He said, I like that. Let me try that. It looks like it's one. Oh, he missed the fierce beating. And a reversal jab, Kawano. You talked about how he had improved that defense on wake up. I think he's really understanding what players want to do, what they're going to come through on, what's good and what's not. These reversal jabs have been saving his ass.
But you also have to remember how that jab came out there, right? I believe Angrybird did a jab into drive rush cancel. There's low block stun there, and
I keep getting confused who.
Identify that don't necessarily do that because it's a thing where more people are confident now. They're not intimidated by the drive rush. They've actually identified what
it's showing
cancel you're doing the button from.
Who's like gameplay are we watching?
I think so. You know, the corral, the chaos, perfect.
We're about to find out because when Angrybird, we're gonna see what it says. That's a good question.
A little bit. It's difficult to gauge. He's going to come through the very scenario approach from Akuma.
Well, because he's focusing on the ground there, he wasn't really paying attention to maybe an aerial approach he could have gone for, or maybe an air-to-air, excuse me.
Good point.
It's very hard, man. These guys have been pretty solid on the ground, and so much stuff happens. This is where all the strongest tools are. They're on the ground in Street Fighter 6.
Fast fireballs make it even worse. A lot of mental stack. Stand like it, try to buffer it. The forward fierce is there.
Oh, no, he's done.
After a slight delay. Doesn't even need the bar at the bottom. Keeps that level 2 in his pocket.
You got to look at the button choices from both of these two. Angrybird is starting to use a little bit more
I just think
as opposed to what Kawano's doing. Kawano's comfortable using lights and mediums and only using heavies in combos. Angrybird is flailing, and it will hit.
The jump back getting caught with the fireball.
I just think the Americans, I think that the Americans are just being kind of lazy. Like, I think they feeling a little down, and I just think that they feeling a little lazy. They would, if somebody from America would have won, they'd be more into it. If one of them would have won, they'd be more into it. People are older. They're not like how they was last year. I could tell these people, they just, Punk is older from what I've seen him last year, the year before. This Angrybird, big girl dude too. They just, I've seen them. They just look. Yeah, see what I'm saying? They just not in the mood. They out of the spirit. They out of the spirit.
It's like you're playing a mirror match, you're looking in the mirror, mate. Yeah. So you think, well, hold on, why is nothing that I'm doing working and all the stuff he's doing is working? Very demoralizing in this game.
It is, and the player sort of asks when it comes to talk about the difference that stand light kick one was using at close range. I do like these entrances, like the perfect gets a fireball, and it goes for it again, but too far out for a follow-up. Meaty stand medium, heavy kick Tatsu. It's just the mid-screen corner carry.
No, it's funny. Angrybird is the one now to be all like, want somebody to hurry up if he was kicking somebody's ass. Now he want to take it. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of person he is. Because you can see it in his face. When he loses, when he's winning, he's like all of them kind of do that, but he's really like, man, you thought you was going to beat me? That's the type of attitude he got.
No, if that standing media kick connected, that would have been it. But he's going to have to go into the Super Calamity anyway. Adds the extra damage with that light DP. We've got a question mark on our hands. Let's find out.
Oh, that's time. Yes, at the end of the day, 6 feet under. And what a tie up here for Angrybird. Playing around the reactions, I feel. Getting better about using that
What up, bro? The matches is like...
It's time to squabble up, all right?
No, but it's interesting, right? Because Good 8 squad were not talking to him when he was 2-0 up.
Right.
Like they was 2-1 down.
Like they just said, like it's just interesting dynamic, but the matches is cool. Like I expected it to be a little better because I guess it's not as fast. And I was just saying how I feel like the Americans is like they out of spirit. Like I feel like they ain't got no more. Like they not in the mood, low key. But Angrybird always had that type of attitude, it looked like, from what I've seen him in a year. So, Big Bird, I don't know. Phenom, I don't know Angrybird either. It's just that, like, you could tell by Angrybird's faces when I seen him in videos. He's confident. You know, that confident we talking about with black people. That's black men. But he's like, he's taking his arrogance. So when he loses, when he's winning, he wants you to keep going. But when he's losing, like he just was, he sits back for a second. But I don't know. It's more like I'm looking into the people. I'm like not even like the gameplay is great because the Rashid that was just on was good. But for this one, it's just like I'm more into the program. Like how I said, I like Ryan Joseph. I like him a lot. Now, I feel like after the past few days, I can say that because seeing it today, I like that guy. I like that man, shall I say. I ain't never heard of him either. Like the announcer right now speaking, the one from the UK app one, I ain't never heard of him. The other one I heard on TNS. Yo, I just saw your Tekken video. Well, I'm not talking about you always dropping. It's just I ain't never watched the Tekken videos. I ain't never watched no Tekken videos because I don't know. I only watched it when the game first came out. Yo, word. There's a lot of money in the line, right? And then some. I was showing my Chinese food and stuff when they were talking about that. I barely was paying attention to the beginning. That's right. You would think everybody doing their best, man. That's what we just talking about. Like, I just feel like the Americans just like they not in the mood. The energy probably is going from them. Like Japan's so turned up for their person winning, and they went all the way out there. You know, I can't imagine how that feel. Like I can't imagine to just want to put that away and just get back out there and keep going. But you gotta do that. Like you knew that you're gonna do the tournament afterwards, whether you win or lose. That's easier said than done. I don't know. I feel them. I feel for him.
The player sort of aspect saying, I know what you want to do, I know what you're going for, and I thought it was going to.
That's why I mentioned the people right now for this event. I didn't expect to be there. I expected to be more for the. Well, I guess so because they're teamed up. I like the solo ones a lot better, but the team one seems cool. I like the idea of it. I never seen the teams form, so I don't watch them separately until now. So I guess I'm understanding that, and it has history with it. I'm trying to get into the history, so I'm taking it all in.
I've got to say, but hey, listen, it worked out. And then that guillotine there, you know what? That could have been anything because the guillotine is like +3, +4. So it's like, are you going to DP there? Are you going to try and jump forward? Everything to play for with that slither of health left. Man, it was rough. It was rough.
Hella rough. But Really good stuff from Kawano. I love seeing the way that his Akuma has evolved. Again, the mirror match we saw over in EWC. We've seen it so continuously in CPT as well. When I watch his stream, I feel like he runs into a lot of Akumas. It all worked out for him to get this win. Anchor position with those 20 points and the 20 points they earned previously. It leads to 40 for Good 8 Squad 0 for NIP after the dominance they had in EU. Excuse me. It's strange to see this happen.
It can be strange to a lot of people, but also remember their opponents. They're champions in their respective league as well. So is it that strange? This is a possibility on one of the score lines that you can see, but that is not a mistake, everybody. 40 points to Good 8 Squad, and they're in a good position here. So they have to pay close attention to Flyquest and obviously keep up this performance as well, because again, if you are too premature in your situation, you might actually lose the race. So definitely be careful with that one there.
It's definitely one of those things where you have to worry about the endurance as you have a whole day of Street Fighter League play, what players are sending up now, showing your hand sometime. You know, now people are looking at Kawano to be like that guy in the anchor position. I'm sure that people already knew, but it's now more even established here up on this stage. So regardless, great play from Kawano and the entirety of the team. This is all put on by our beautiful sponsors. Let's give love to the sponsors above and talk about them real quick. In fact, we will start, looks like, with Tayo Holdings. Yes. Love them, and I love their commercial they have for Street Fighter League, by the way. They're the world's #1 manufacturer of the Soldier Resist with its global operations. Focus on electronics, medical, and pharmaceuticals, and ICT, sustainability business built on a foundation of chemistry. Soldier Resist is an insulating ink that covers the surface of printed circuit boards and protects circuit patterns.
Yes, of course, and let us not forget as well, we have called out these sponsors for the vast majority of the time here at the Street Fighter League World Championships, as well as Capcom Cup as well. So I do want to give thanks. We should be able to show it on the screen right now. I do want to give thanks to our Storm Collectible sponsor here as well. We'll actually be showing that pretty shortly here. But again, we have several things that we must be going through here. We're just going to get word from our production team real quick before we do that. Now, it should be Flyquest going up against... Is that Flyquest going up against NIP next? Because NIP have played at home now.
Or does Good 8 Squad go up? I'm not sure.
True, they could do that. We could do that. We do have the fixtures here. We will get word on it as well. Okay. So it is going to be a case where Flyquest, like I said, they have watched Good 8 Squad get 40-0.
Yeah.
You want to follow suit, right? Because everyone's gunning for that grand final spot. And notice as well, right? I can't remember if Good 8 Squad were the exception here. NIP were dominant in SFL EU. So they sat in the grand finals, won the tournament. Flyquest got to grand finals, won the tournament. Massive advantage there. Bandits almost brought it back against Flyquest there. Now, was Good 8 Squad in the grand final, or was it Reject there and Good 8 Squad came back?
It was Reject and Good 8 Squad, but the thing is, Reject had more points, so Good 8 Squad was in the away side. They were both in different divisions, so we had divisions.
So Good 8 Squad was second?
Yeah, they were second because of the point differential, not because they had ever played, because their divisions were separate in terms of like some of these teams, but it came down to them having a few less points. Wasn't like a huge deficit, but definitely there were a lot more points inside of Reject. They were the most dominant team, I think, in Street Fighter League Japan history, I think, for a long time, and maybe thus far. But Good 8 Squad was able to take it. But it's as you mentioned, Flyquest, I'm sure, is like watching in the wings, waiting, taking down notes, and preparing and prepping. They've got a lot of good characters on their side that I don't know if both teams are ready for it. They've got the Terry, they've got the Kimberly especially, which is hard to find good Kimberleys. A lot of them are stationed in the U.S., so I'm wondering where your practice is coming from, your studies are coming from, and not only one Kimberly that plays differently, but two. So you've got Shine, you've got Psycho, then you've got Punk waiting, the God with the Cammy, and of course, can't forget about Chris CCH on the Terry. So it's a lot of things you got to worry about, think about here.
Well, just going back to what you mentioned about Psycho and Shine, right? Doubling up on the same character in Street Fighter League is actually not a bad tactic. It's one that probably is uncommon, but it's like, okay, in this game...
Well, Japan it wasn't, but yeah.
Well, I mean, listen, we're going to talk about SFL US, but listen, you know, they all lead to the same, like, combo routes and optimization, but the philosophy and the style will be different, because as you guys know, it's just a life lesson. Perspective is everything. So Psycho's perspective on Kimberly is different than Shine's. Shine's got one or two other characters in the tank he can bring out as well. Chris, he let himself down in the cup, but he has a great chance to redeem himself here. And I know he probably was beating himself up about the finals when he was going up against Bandits in SFL US. But this is a very, very good chance. Not a once-in-a-lifetime chance, but a very good chance for him to kind of make stuff there. So, again, We want to give shout-outs to our sponsors here at Capcom Cup 11. First, like we were talking about before, it is Tayo Holdings. We will show that on the screen very shortly so we guys can see that here. But like we said, Tayo Holdings is the world #1 manufacturer of Soldier Resist, with its global operations focused on the electronics, medical and pharmaceuticals, and ICT and sustainability business built on a foundation of chemistry. Soldier Resist is an insulating ink that covers the surface of printed circuit boards and protects the circuit pattern.
Tayo Holdings supports our daily lives with technology through the development of electronics. Under the brand statement, happy people create a happy world. We support people who take on the challenge of creating a happy world. I like that.
I know you like that, but I know what I also know you like are those Storm Collectible Cola. I saw you trying to run away with one and purchase it real quick there. But Storm Collectibles is a figure designer and production company from Hong Kong, which makes high-quality, officially licensed collectible action figures and specializes in fighting games. They bring the classic and iconic gaming characters back to life. Also keep up to date on the blockbuster games like Street Fighter series from Capcom. With the Storm Collectibles, product quality is at a standard meant for the true collectors, with high likeliness to the finest details from the head sculpt to the body, articulation and accessories. Check out the Street Fighter character figurines on their website, as you can see there, www.stormco.com.hk. Do not forget that .hk at the end.
Merchant Ambassador, MA is a leading producer of board games, licensed games, kids action games, arcade games, game tables, poker and casino games, and puzzles. That's a lot. With the launch of our Street Fighter 2 line of tabletop arcade games in 2025, we're bringing the legendary fighting game series to life. The iconic tabletop arcade experiences, including pinball and air hockey games, available in various sizes and price points. Our products capture the essence of Street Fighter 2, enabling fans to relive the excitement of classic arcade game battles at home. These games will be sold to the leading retailers and distributors worldwide. Follow them on SNS for more updates.
And of course, let's not forget the Capcom Arcade Classic and Fighters Pack here with what we've been showing at the Capcom Cup. It will be what we should be seeing on screen in just a moment. There we go. Hit your friends with the punishing Shoryuken in our Capcom Arcade Classic and Fighters Pack. You can also dive into a robust collection of Street Fighter titles, including Street Fighter V Championship Edition and Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. And fantastic arcade titles like Mega Man and Final Fight, so you can get hyped for the tournament season, test your skills, and help support the Children's Miracle Network Hospital with your purchase. You can see that there, and it includes a 50% off coupon for Street Fighter 6 if you've been enjoying this weekend and you haven't purchased the game already.
Well, well, well. Good 8 squad coming through in the clutch right here in the hometown, powered up by the crowd and powered up by being on that stage previously, coming up that same sort of energy once again. Didn't have the season they wanted, but sometimes you got to get your ass beat to get your ass back in the seat. You feel me?
Well, they got time to ruminate, re-strategize, and watch on, and then get ready to play on. But this is what the tables are looking like right now. 3-0, 40 points, +3 differential there for good 8 squad. Phenom, unfortunately, his team with Nordovin didn't go as far as they wanted to, so he really wants to swap this around with Ninjas in Pyjamas there, but that is entirely up to them. And Flyquest might need to do them a massive favor.
I feel like that's that fire alarm that's in the plug. Because why is that going off? You just changed the fire alarm like 3 weeks ago.
100%. Team cohesion, as you mentioned. We saw Kawano getting that.
See, this is what I'm talking about. It's moving along a little slow right now for whatever reason. I feel like that's what I'm saying. I feel like yesterday, not feel like, but yesterday they was moving along faster.
At this point, we have even.
And I'm not mad at this. It's just I honestly want to get on the game tonight.
We'll have even more Street Fighter League action coming right at you. Don't go nowhere.
You know, I don't know. I might still get on, but won't be long. Cause I want to get better at the game, and I'm not gonna have much time this summer to really take the game real serious. And I just really don't want to keep uploading weak ass gameplay, man. But I'm not sure, man. You was in that ring and Tekken, giving them, I don't want to curse. I'm about to give them hell. I didn't even know Tekken made created players. I didn't even know that. I don't know. But I don't know. That's why I feel like they just had their life taken out of them. Japan doesn't. And then that's the part that's crazy. How Punk, like, why would he tweet that he lost, but he's ready for the tournament. He's ready. What's waiting for him? What? He just sound like somebody who never lost, and sound like somebody who's in some community that coddles that type of thinking. Cause what? What do you mean? Like, yeah, I lost, but why would you say that you basically didn't take this one serious? Everybody's riding for you, and we all blew this tournament up. This team tournament thing, though, I don't know. This has an audience for people, and I think I like I like it too. I just not invested into certain people. Like at a Punk team, I'm only invested in Punk. Angrybird team, I'm only invested in Angrybird. So, and it's just crazy. Like I don't know. And then with them losing, and even if they didn't lose, the other, if it ain't about. It don't really matter if they lost or not, because I bet you if the Americans won, the Japanese players would be still out there going hard, taking it super serious. Like, I feel like these guys are not taking it that serious. Even though you know they would probably just better than them. They probably are just better, but I don't know. These guys are playing a little lazy. I'm learning what to do with them. Akim. That's the name of your player on Tekken. Or maybe saying Akuma, Goki. I'm gonna start saying Goki for Akuma. Yo, you got Monster Hunter? I'll play Monster Hunter if I find somebody to play with. My homie, he playing on X. He playing Monster Hunter on PS5. I don't know if it's crossplay, but we have a PS5. I just don't want to buy games for it because I mean it's not. I'm not playing a PS5. My son's playing a PS5. I switched over. I was PlayStation literally all my life. Me and Gracie had an Xbox, and we played over there, but we didn't have internet on it. We just played Fight Night Round 3, Madden, I think 2K. But now, that was back in 2007, 2006, 2007. But now, I don't know. I don't really mess with Xbox. I mean PlayStation. I don't know. I like it. Don't get me wrong. I do. I like PlayStation, of course. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. I've been with them the whole time. Just Switch. I don't know. Switch. The Nintendo Switch came out. I was already kind of playing around more of that at that time. I don't know. I started liking games on the Switch. That's what it was. And then I realized like Xbox. They made a new Xbox that was cheaper. And I didn't want to get a PS5. That's what it was. I didn't want to get a PS5 because when it first came out, but you know PS5 been out mad long now. 5 years or so, you know. I feel like it's been 5 years. And the PS5 was, you know, mad chicken. You had to spend mad chili in a PS5. And I wasn't doing that. I'm like, man, like right now, we got the boys. I'm getting them ready for 2 different HBCUs right now to go to school. Well, not all my sons, just one. My oldest son. My oldest son gonna be a freshman this year, and we gonna be going to an event at Virginia State University and West Virginia State University. Those are both historically black colleges. Virginia State University is one of the first black colleges. I take that back. Virginia State University is the first black college in America that has been federally funded by the government. Yep, that's fire. The only reason why I know that is because you know whenever you're getting involved in something that pertains to you, you start paying attention to it more. So that was basically me looking at the school and looking at the event, the place that's doing it. And when you look at stuff like that, then you start seeing how they start giving you the history. And I'm never to stay away from history, because especially our history. You already know what it is. I love our history. Tekken fun, bring back memories. Tekken, bro. Tekken bringing back hella memories. That's another game. Like I don't remember. I'm trying to think who I used to play Tekken with. I ain't played Tekken with Gracie. I ain't played Tekken with my other cousin. My cousin that put me on these games. All these games right here, my cousin Keith. That's who I got to thank for being on the Street Fighter. My dad liked Street Fighter too before he left us at 8. He was playing the Batman Side Scroll. He had that game too. And a few other Super Nintendo games I like the little game where you had to drive a tank and shoot. You had a tank and you had an airplane and you would shoot. I don't know, but that was on Super Nintendo. But these games right here, my cousin put me on. But Tekken, I'm trying to think who put me on Tekken. I feel like it was another friend from high school. Because it's so funny with me. I have different people in my family and my friends, probably just like you, that play different stuff. So I went to my little cousin's house. Like, she probably was like maybe 4 or 5 years younger than me. She played Mario Sunshine. She played Donkey Kong. Who else? I go over my next door neighbor house. He playing Smash Melee. He played Melee. He went to a school way out somewhere else. He had to catch a bus, which I missed him. I don't know where he at in the world right now. His name is Joseph. But then I had my friend across the street that me and him played Marvel vs. Capcom 3. That was when 50 album had came out. My man Omar. Yeah, I played Marvel vs. Capcom 2 and 3 a lot of places. Who else? What else? Man. Everywhere I went. Halo. That's I could go on and on. NBA Live, me and all the homies, we played NBA Live, ESPN, NFL Street, NBA Street, we all played that. Tekken, man, was right in there. Soul Calibur. But that was Soul Calibur with kind of, I played that kind of by myself. I think I had a cousin that played that, showed me that. What's that other fighting game like Soul Calibur? Dang, I say it all the time with the little blue dog. I forget his name, but yeah, Tekken. I say that, too, though. The Tekken is a good game. It look good. I'm pretty sure it feel good. It just literally looks the same, and I ain't mad at that. But when what got me into Street Fighter was the fact that it just looked completely different. I'm like, oh, out of the years when I do keep a little eye on Street Fighter, because I ain't paying attention to Street Fighter at all before June 2023. That's when when that Street Fighter 6 came out. I ain't paying attention to it at all. Actually, I see that back. Because in order for me to know it's coming out, then I had to pay attention to it. So I probably was paying attention to it for that whole 2023. Whenever they first announced that it was coming out. And then, maybe the 2022, I think I remember hearing about it. Because we was playing on, me and Grace, we always going to go get it. And I'm like, I knew I definitely was still going to get it. And by the time it came out, nobody didn't want it. And I felt the same way. I'm like, damn, I just bought me a side-scroll fighting game. Oh, they got a DJ. I got to take a picture of this. I still ain't put in the E Honda one. QQ, that's 4 Qs in there. I still ain't put in the they had an E Honda one from yesterday. Did you get the E Honda one? I'll put the E Honda one in the chat for you. I gotta find it, and then I have to get in the chat because I don't think I can type from OBS. Shout out to everybody in here, man. Thank you. And anybody who has been in here, I can't see who's in here, but now that I'm about to put a message in the chat. How do I do it? I can see. Teams are ranked according to the number of wins. The total number of wins is superior to that, the points. Yeah, they said that at the beginning. Come on. I'm trying to... Yeah, man. Yo, man, hell yeah, I'm proud. Thanks, bro, for real. Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. It's just a program, you know? They're growing up. They not growing up in the hood like how we grew up. We ain't growing up too much poverty. Like, we ain't rich or nothing, but they just not growing up how we grew up. And... you know, that's a whole another story I kind of talked about, but I'm in my early 30s, and when I was about 10 years ago when we first moved out here, I just wasn't on that mindset because it just wasn't the place I wanted to be with what I know at what we've been all raised as. All our whole family, I don't have no family down here. Her family down here, and it's just two people from her family that's down here, two very important people. And all of us are from New Jersey. So it's just like I'm from Newark, she from East Orange, her whole family. So, and I knew her growing up. Not my whole life growing up, but I knew her at the end of high school. And even then, we still pretty much knew each other because she knew my homies, she knew where I lived, she knew my school. I knew her school. I knew her family. I didn't know maybe too much of her. I knew a few of her friends, I say. But it it's just like, you know, we come from black communities, and I always say this, man. It's just a difference. Like I don't like that. I gotta give them that black experience as much as possible, no matter how much they don't see it. I got to before they get out in the world and not know how to move around it, or you know, be looked at as too nice or whatever. Like I might have grew up into that, like to be that looked at as too nice type of person, which I'm okay with, cause I'm not throwing away nothing. You know, like you just said, man, I'm proud. I ain't throwing away nothing for nothing. Like not letting nothing be messed up for nothing. For especially like I know you watch battle rap. I think you do. I'm assuming you do. I assume all black people kind of do. You see what's going on with bad news right now, but I don't know if you do or not. So. But like stuff like that, it's like every time you hear about something going on in the culture with like something pertaining to some street rules or something like that, it's just like, man, we gotta like move past that. We gotta really learn from the mistakes that we made and the mistakes of others, and just keep and move past it. We gotta understand the mistakes. We gotta learn from the history first of all the way. We gotta learn from the history of the people that died before us. I know it sounds so cliche, but it's so true. Look at all that money right there. That's what's up. I remember that. I said that too the first day when you asked. I was like, I think it's like 30,000. I think I said like 15,000 for the last place, but I knew it was a decent amount. I'm like, that's good. What? Yeah. 180 points strictly. Okay, so I said strictly league earned points. Yeah, I don't remember what that was. I remember when they got those points. He got a lot of points. They pretty much even. I like his thing. Let me put the picture in. But nah, man, I just gotta get in black experiences. We grew up in all black communities, and that's all I know. And I see a lot of black men down here with white girlfriends who ain't nothing wrong with do what you do, but they'll talk bad about black women, and that's why I'm not with. I'm not with for that, because I don't talk bad about white people, white women, white men until they do something to me. Until they do that, then I'm all hands. It's too easy. Like we show way too much respect, and it's like we ain't even trying to live like that. And it's like why do a lot of people look at us like that? And it's like, why they look at my son like that? I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all, because my son ain't even going through it. And I always tell him every day, most of the time anyway, they respect all type of coaches out here. Suppose they respect Muslim students. They respect definitely their own white people. But when it comes to black people, we don't get no respect because our culture is looked at as a joke. And that's not your fault, James. It's just what you wanted. You ain't asked to be here. But it's like, at the same time, I got to make sure you know the history and you love your history. And, you know what I mean? He even at a point where he said he wanted to be with a black woman. And we talked about this, like, he's 14. We talked about this, like, maybe 2 years ago, because we talking about him and his mom was, like, getting into it. And I'm like, you know what I mean? It's just like, I love you, but, I always tell you that, James. Like, we had so many memories with you back before we moved here. It's just, I love you, James. Like, you know what I mean? I love your mother, too. We get into arguments. We gotta talk through it. We gotta debate. We don't call them arguments. We gotta debate. We go back and forth all the time. We try to figure it out. Because we older now. And it's like, I be telling him, like, you see how me and mom be talking about all the time, James? We both go through the same issues. You can't have them type of conversations with somebody of another race. And it's like, you can't even have them type of conversation with another race, with another race in school. Like, you just can't have this conversation with them. Like, because they don't know. And I always tell them that's good that they can't have a conversation, honestly, because they'll be teaching the wrong thing. I feel like I ain't never been taught black history from a white person. And I'm not saying they would teach the wrong thing. I just feel like at some point, they're not going to put as much emphasis as all my teachers did growing up. I could tell, especially today where they don't even want the history to be a part of nothing. They don't even want to even talk about the history. But my kids know. Like, my kids definitely know, and they still learning. Like, I had so many instances about all that, and it's just here go the E Honda code right here from yesterday. Let me make sure I put it in right. But I ain't ever really even trying to keep. I appreciate you letting me, because you know, I like to share. I like to share stuff like that. That's why I'm really up here on YouTube for. That's why I'm up here on anywhere on social media. That's what I'm up here for the people, man. Yo, chill. Don't do that, man. Somebody sound like a philosopher. You gotta chill. It's something, man. It's just I'm able, I'll say I'll speak for you too. You're able to talk about this because it's just, I'm young right now, and we've been young, whatever. And even when I get older, I'll still be young. But when I get older, because I feel like you 60 and under, you still young. 70 is still young. I feel like once you get into the 80s, late 80s, I feel like you live. Of course, you live a long life, but you're much older now. Like that's a big difference for me for 70, 60 to 80, of course. But 60 is still young to live on this earth. We know people make it to 100, but they don't use and do anything vices to their body. So it's like I want to be able to see the life I'm seeing right now in this early third of my life, or early quarters of my life, early eighth of my life, whatever, and to later on have to try to speak and push a message that people are definitely going to listen and most likely respect because you're older. That's what I see going on. And then we grew up around people where year after year they're getting older. They're in their 30s, they're in their 40s, they're in their late 20s, they're in their 50s, and they're just still holding on to the corner of the street to the little 20 miles they know. I'm from Newark, yo. I told my son Newark is only 25 square miles. We've been to Cleveland. We've been to, Petersburg. I ain't look how big that city was. D.C. He grew up a little bit. He was born in D.C. No, he was born in Newark, but he was like raised a little bit in the DMV area, Virginia Beach. That's not DMV, but anyway, I didn't even look at how big Virginia Beach was. But Newark is only 25 square miles, and I was telling him like, James, when we always used to say that's all we know. Everybody's on pact with each other because the ghetto is going back to the Jews, what they did to the Jews. But I go on about this, but we're packed with each other, and it's like we're not even that big. I told him the city we live in now is only 30 square miles. The city we live right now is a capital of a state, and it's only 30. I live in West Virginia. We live out here. Their family moved down here. All our family is still in Jersey, but that city is smaller technically than this one. And I always thought this city was smaller, especially by the way it's laid out, because it's along a river that seems bigger than the whole city, and the cities, which most cities are on rivers usually. That's the supply right there. That's a life force. That's a life. Definitely the rivers are very important. But then you look at Detroit, cities like Detroit, where I've been to a few times, even before living out here, and that's 130 square miles. Cleveland, I think, is over 80, 90 square miles. Cincinnati. That's another thing I like about this place. That's a place about this in the world. I mean, even in the country, shall I say. 4 miles in any direction is a major city from here. So I pretty much been to all the major cities close by, except for Pittsburgh. I ain't been up there yet. But Tennessee, been to Nashville before a doctor's appointment, though. Few more extra, 6 more hours later, Memphis. You got Louisville, 3 hours away. You got Lexington, an hour and a half. I haven't been in Lexington. I've only been through, but I saw some stuff to do there. What else you got? But you know what I'm saying? It's cities in every direction, and it's just crazy to think about how when you're teaching them that they just want to understand the experience they have and realize that you don't have to grow up believing what you see only. You got to learn history. You got to learn from your family's experience. You got to hear our stories. I wish my grandmother was alive to tell her stories to my kids, man. The stories I have, I can't even remember all of them. I'm trying to speak and give knowledge of hundreds of people I met in my life as a child. For sure, from churches to detention houses to police to mechanics to all type of stuff. People, man, my mother knew, my sister knew, my sister knows, my mother knows. So you know how it goes. It's just you trying to make sure they get all that. And I feel like if I wasn't living in West Virginia, I probably wouldn't even be on it like this. Because I look at everybody else back at home, that's where I'm from, they don't even care about these type of things that I be bringing up, which I ain't mad at them because they live somewhere where it's thriving. Number 4 in education, West Virginia is number 40. And it's just number 48 actually. And it's just really crazy because, you move here for whatever you move here for, not us. And then it's now we always tried to stay focused. Me and Keanu been together for over 13 years. been married for 13 years. You know, we got divorced last year, but that's because you know I was going through a lot of stuff. But she see all of it was coming true. It was all been true, and I ain't never been. And I don't know, like it was just a lot going on with me in the school system, getting arrested for something, and just she wasn't liking it. But at the same time, I had to stand for something, man, and it paid off. It paid off because I'm still not changing it, and I've been doing this kind of since I was in the military, like even kind of before that, like. I always say it, then choosing not to bang going up. That was big. Like, and I still hung out with everybody. Crazy. I still hung out with everybody. All my friends, we grew up together. But at the same time, I didn't go everywhere with them. But, because I already knew. But at the same time, I really was with everybody all the time. And yeah, they wanted me to get down. Even one gang, I even got jumped in. A little smaller sub-gang from the main gangs we know. They jumped in automatically in that one. And didn't even ask for it. That person was a close friend of Keanu too. Became a close friend. He looked after Keanu when I was in the military. My cousin looked after Keanu when I was in the military. But this is all stuff like after high school. But even before high school, like all that was the gang stuff was before high school, obviously, and during high school, should I say? But all that stuff is like memories I'm never gonna let go. And it's like I can't let the world repeat itself like around us. And that's why I was saying. People get older, I've seen in my life, they'll get older, and then they'll just like watch the younger people do the same thing. They'll just watch them do the same thing over and over and over. And then like same thing they did because obviously is they turn in the streets. You know how it is. Everybody want to be big homie. Everybody want to be the man. And when they never really the man, they don't never had no peace, nothing. They don't have nothing. They don't even move with nothing. And they touching the same stuff 20 years later after being in and out of jail. After being, once the jail system get that on you in that loop now. And they understand that too. And it's like now they got to let their family know their family admit into it. This is I'm talking about even from kids when they's getting in that system. So I get it. But at the same time, I'm talking about the people that's watching them. Even in this new generation of 2025, 2024, 2026, 2023. This past 5 years, 10 years. Just watching them grow up, have a decent path, graduate high school, start vaping or something, start pitching, start doing whatever they're doing. And like down here, or maybe even gang banging. Like back when I first moved down here, they was banging a little bit down here. I'm not saying they ain't, but it's just who we was around. They think it's just one of the claim shit. And it's just like, you see that, and then what happens? They'll go to jail. They pass away. They get trapped in. Then the next another person coming that they was kind of around that was younger. Now he's doing it. Now she doing it. And this person steadily just watching it, encouraging it. And it's like, bro, I get you. That's all you know. But at some point, what are you doing? Like you don't feel like you matter. And I feel like that's what a lot of our people, we all feel like we don't matter. And that's how I'm not about to. I can't be around people who feel like they don't matter. Like you ain't gotta go out here and make a change like Tupac said. But you gotta go out here and do something different and be a change. You know what I mean? Straight up, you gotta look yourself in the mirror and be like, I just don't want to do that. Like I want to make an effort to stick with whatever it is you want to do, whatever is on your heart that tell you what to do every day, whatever it is. Working out, keeping up with it. That's people don't make those conscious efforts to make they change in their life. I want to hear what they're saying, man. My bad, yo. When they don't. They say they want to make an effort, they want to change or something, or they want to do better, and you'll never actually see it, or they don't give it enough time to let it take over them to actually make them become a new person from seeing the results from it and realizing that the people you was around don't even appreciate it. They don't respect you saying thank you, please, little dumb shit. So it's like, after that you gotta realize, I gotta make a decision. Should I stay with them? Should I keep pleasing them or appeasing them, or should I just stick with this path or whatever? I'm just doing something different. Like my mind is changing. I'm not so angry, even though anger is still in me. Like whatever, you know what I mean? So that's the type of stuff like I'm dealing with. I don't like it because I've been dealing with this before I was a man. Like dealing with this shit as a high schooler, and that's why I have fallen outs with certain family members now, close family members in my family, on my side of the family, and her side of the family too. Cause I see the same shit. It's the same shit. I don't like that. And it's like I didn't come here to be at that point. I'm not about to be at the same age making a mistake. I'm not about to wait till I'm older to do it all over to do better. That's basically what I mean. How I'm getting what I got to by the end.
on this after the 3-2 win over Angrybird. They are in the home position. They do have an advantage here, and they're trying to use it wisely. All right, guys, as we get into the action, let's head back over to the casters desk.
Welcome back to the SFL World Championships. You got Rage of the living legend, IFC Yipes in the building. You know we couldn't close out Capcom Cup without getting the block together.
Man, absolutely, bro. Like, I mean, come on. We dragged it all the way on to the SFL, and it's cool, but you know what? It's not, no love lost. We here so we can rock out and enjoy some of these matches, man.
Yes, most definitely. And we're going to enjoy a barn burner, to say the least. Good 8 squad carrying that momentum over from a complete sweep of Team EU. I didn't see that coming at all. But Flyquest, they got the dangerous Kimberlys at the front, right? In a 2 out of 3 setting, that character is extremely potent.
That's pretty much what Punk said in translation, not giving away the strategy. But in a 2 out of 3, definitely, I do agree with you. La mezcla, a.k.a. the mix-up in Spanish, is definitely key here to get these early points for Team Flyquest. I mean, look, no, don't break it, right? You got Punk on the anchor position, and I know hype when I see it, when it comes to this crowd, and everybody is loving the gameplay right here. Now, one thing that I do want to add, just to be, you know, one with the people, ain't nobody.
Yeah, man, I've been out of the States.
Nobody. Everybody is short. Of course, Japan
I always
is
say
like
this to people said this, said it to me,
everybody
and it made
enjoys
sense. I like the way
Street
it
Fighter
said
6 here, and I'm excited.
it
AKA,
wasn't by
we
choice.
gotta kill those USA chants.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I said I've been out of States, and I always say that. I always say it the way somebody said it to me. It wasn't by choice. So we working on our passports now. So hopefully we should be getting them this year. I told her I just wanted to have them, and we've been wanting to have them for like 6 years now. I wanted to have our passports because I got places that are located across the world I want to go back to. I got places I want to go to for sure. You know, I got places you do too. Everybody, and that's another thing too. But I ain't about to keep going. I've been to Palma, Spain. I've been to the UAE. That's Bahrain, Iraq, Jebel Ali for the longest. Jebel Ali is right there by Bahrain, sort of. Iraq is about like 200 miles from there, but it's close when you can get when you're doing what you're doing. Yeah, I know it's one more place. I said Spain. Morocco, we just did a pull and port.
Indeed. Great call from Kawano. Catching the dash back. Oh, and Psycho trying to wake up with a button, but
Yo, you been out of the state? Out of the state, Samir?
That moment, but Psycho with the stay medium kick. Buffer.
Love that. Good snipe out there. Kawano pretty sure tried to walk up and block, but looking for that whip punish at that range, but that doesn't even matter. We got all the cash in the world. Level 2, absolutely.
Beautiful recognition from Kawano right there with a counter hit conversion off the crouch medium punch. My man is looking clean.
Man, that's a hell of a first round pick, if you will, man, to go up against Psycho. Let's go for the overhead. No, we go for the throw.
Anchor to point position, man. This dude is versatile for real. Oh, and the level 3 from Psycho early. This is going to be big, right? He's going to get the life lead. Obviously, maintain the drive advantage as well. And, of course, the install for Kimberly. Going to make her move and groove.
Absolutely.
Oh, Psycho to witch.
That's what
That was
I like to
nice.
see. Oh, he tried to reset for the big damage. He tried to close it out.
That was nice.
Not a bad decision there, considering you do have this lead. What a whip punish. Good spacing here from Kawano. Trying to catch the tech there with the back roundhouse.
Precisely. You know, since that first jump, a fireball, I was going to say he hadn't done it in quite some time. Really respecting the slide option from Kimberly to get under it.
Didn't check the run. A little too late there. We might get the wall bounce. We are definitely close.
Oh, yeah, this is my corner.
For the setup.
Oh, he missed
what
it.
in the world ends up thinking about? He tried to parry the boost. Down.
That's a good option, right throw to catch the parry.
See, I don't know how to make the combos, but I know how to read it.
I was looking like Essence of Street Fighter 4 there for a second.
Well, I mean, you know how to read it because the game teaches you how to play. The game teaches you when you see them bounce off the wall, you can hit them again. It's just you don't know what move goes into what at my stage still.
They went back and forth, but again, did Kawano get comfortable enough to deal with this? Look at Punk the guard already giving Psycho some good advice. I'm pretty sure to go up against the good 8 squad.
And that's always one of the sickest things about SFL, right? Like getting the player-to-player coaching and advice between the sets and between the matches definitely adds a new aspect of not only camaraderie, but team building.
Yeah. Even if you're riding that pond, man, you can just step up and talk to your people. So, yes, I can agree with you. I concur. The DP early on, represented from Kawano. Could have been another one there, a fierce one, but switching up options is Psycho.
Yeah, I don't think Kawano expected the jump to reach that far. Assume the drop from the top rope.
No technicalities here, please. No tech. We're definitely playing Street Fighter.
Kawano pressing that time, but we wake up with it. Oh my, Psycho, speaking of waking up with it. The light kick, let's go.
Complimentary breakfast right there.
Oh, okay, yeah, included.
All right, we're at that range. Try to walk out of range, but caught him on the way. Walking back is Kawano. And we're back in everybody's favorite corner. Listen, man, I'll be back at 5 o'clock to pick up.
Kawano, you saw him give him some space right there to try to thwart any jump outs or anything like that, but Psycho instead going for the slide, catching Kawano walking back and forth. Oh, no, that's big.
Right to the next leg. Now, mind you, that's not much of a danger if he drive rush goes low, right? Because it's only light, so definitely you're going to have to be aware of those overheads consistently. That was the only one he got hit. Before that, he was blocking most of those, so.
Yeah, players are doing a great job now of, like, fuzzy blocking where they block low and then, you know, go high because the startup of the
Hey, the harmless.
Down to the run, and
Spain was nice.
Escape through the sky.
A lot of mountains.
Not going to happen. Kawano,
we went on a trail, we went on a hike. That was
Flyquest
2012.
zone, Psycho. I mean, he had the right idea.
My first and last time being there, I was there for like almost a week. That was the place where I first learned about the ATMs, like kind of like having fake ATMs. It was small, but it was popping. It felt like Miami or something. I've never been to Miami. I've been to all like little city and club driven sides of Orlando, but it was really like it was a longer. All right, so I was in the Navy. So when we pull up to a pier, and there's more like smaller boats there, or like just their Spanish boats, because Spain is a direct, ally to America. So we had Spain officers on the ship. We had one. It was a navigator for navigation, and we used to teach them stuff. That's what America's always been doing that. That's just like Bin Laden. America always teaches other countries the things that they do, and other countries teaches us too. But they don't talk about that more. They only talk about how America's only teaching them. But anyway, because it goes way back, all the way back to the issue between Gaza and Israel, like the issue between the Palestinians. It goes all the way back to that. America and a lot of other countries went to Israel to try to teach them what? Schooling, education, religion, and schooling, religion, and and politics. And they started befriending them, loving them for that. Then America just started getting more comfortable sitting in. Other countries always wanted to get in. Israel was a very nice country, and they open to everybody, like Africans are. Like African people are. It's just people that want to colonize stuff, man, straight up and down. But anyway, Spain. We was on a nice hike there. Oh, Spain has one of my favorite foods. Platina, where they put a bunch of stuff in a pot, a big old wok pot outside, on a big open fire. It's mainly like fish is the main protein in there, but it's a lot of vegetables. It's bread. One of the best meals I ever had in my life. But I noticed that a lot of countries make meals like that. But that was my first time having that. Or a meal like that where it was real open. My first time having a shawarma was in Jebel Ali. To the day I love shawarmas. Got me some massages in Jebel Ali too. Food clubs. But Spain, I did do a club in Spain. Oh, that's what I was saying. Like when it's along the pier and you see their Spain ships was a little smaller now. I was a destroyer, and it was already a small ship out of the American fleets. And when we pull up there, you can see lights. You can see the houses. You can just see like we pulling up to a. This don't look like a violent place. Like this place we put is very nice. It's out of a book. It's out of a movie or something. We get off. We walk. The sun is right there. The ocean is right there. It's right there. And then right away you got that little bit of highway that takes you right to the main street where they got restaurants, clothing stores, the little alleyway spots with the taller buildings with higher up residents. Nice. I wish I could just refer back to pictures, but my iPad, and I only have a few pictures. I only had like 2 pictures because I sent them to her. But my iPad, when I left, I had deleted my email off my iPad because they were telling us that we had to we couldn't keep certain things because they had cookies of us in certain locations. So I deleted it, but when I deleted it, my photos, notes, all my stuff, my workout stuff was all gone. My music was still, my music was still there because that was with the account, with my Apple account, but it was all gone. And I was so mad because I had so much stuff up there because when you out to sea, you don't have Wi-Fi. So I was using the iPad without Wi-Fi, and I had to make sure I was using stuff. That was back when the iPad just came out. I had the first iPad. I had a DS, a 3DS, which I still had that 3DS. We lost the other one. I still had that 3DS, but yeah, I had a lot of fun in Spain. It was me and my crew. We was all black. I still keep in touch with them to this day. But that's the good side of it. Because about a month later, we got into an accident. And it made me just not enjoy my time. It made me not enjoy the years I was in before that anymore. But it's Palma, Spain. Palma, Spain. I want to go back. The architecture was beautiful. That's what I'm going to school for. And it's like nobody designs stuff like that no more. And we all know that. We all say that. These are the things I want to go around the world and see, like the pyramids. I won't even walk in the Great Wall of China. Why? I told myself I never wanted to go there when I was a kid because it was so long. But as an adult, yeah, I would love to go there.
Heavy Kimberly can be, and the defense from Dawson leaves a little bit to be desired. But YHC Mochi says, "I'm 44 years old. I got the experience to make up for any."
But for real, Phil, we going to Africa. I've never been to Africa, but my kids need the black experience so much. They need it so much. They need to know that there's people out there that love their hair, that their hair is like them. And that's all it's about. That's all it's about. You got to understand that you got to love yourself. But understand that there are people out there that look like you for any race. There's people out there that look like you, and they'll care about you. They will. Just because somebody's around you that doesn't look like you, don't let them throw away your life because of some ignorant action they might have took in a moment. Try not to let it beat you up. Just keep moving forward. Just don't turn your back. Don't take an eye off of them. But don't make nobody feel comfortable because they don't have the education. I say that for my kids all the time because people always want you to feel like less than them and they act like they don't. One thing I always say is there's people out there that don't give a fuck about your upbringing at all. I ain't want to curse, but I felt like I had to. I didn't even need to. I could use another vocabulary. I'm making up excuses anytime I curse now in this age. But they want you to care about their upbringing. He got pins in his hair? Why he got to put pins in just to hold his hair back? You don't got no rubber bands? I ain't mad at that. He got pins in his hair, yo. He got pins in his braids to hold his braids back. Then I should have got something to drink. I meant to get something to drink. Yo, shout out to everybody that's in here. We on to the 4th match. Shine versus YHC Mochi.
You get lulled to sleep, just keeping an eye on that fireball for too long. That way, of course, getting away with those teleports for the mix-ups, baiting out those parries so you can get those easy throws for the big damage.
Yeah, already. Mochi already so good at covering his ankles and even following with... Mochi already so good at covering his ankles and even following with the roundhouse, catching Shine on the OD run.
I like that color for Kimberly. Why don't anybody ever pick the other colors for Dawson? Dawson got way better colors and outfits. I can't wait till more characters come in this game.
Saw the parry was being held. Oh yeah, that's plus. We gotta deal with this. Oh my goodness, and the dive kick when he caught Shine.
He is going off.
Take your turn like that, sir. Yo, he is getting
He is going crazy.
Over here, touch this athlete's foot right here.
Bite the dust.
Double dap on full screen.
A double dap. I like that. There's the stand shot. That was the first one of the match. Oh no, reading the offensive patterns of Shine here with that perfect parry.
A little bit of flub on the combo. Try to get that low grab right there. Scoop her up by the legs. And the teleport away, perfectly spaced to whip punish. Mochi is cooking right now.
Oh. Look at this, yeah, now we're back. I like how he just mounts some offense and just dips. Oh yeah, there it is. And now Shine got him where he wants him. Stay on him, white on rice. Oh, avoid the explosion.
Mochi's so good at knowing the timing of the can right there. Able to get out and avoid it with the cinematic throw. Oh, to the other side we go.
The air reset, and he was willing to challenge too, Mochi.
Say he was trying to strike a deal with him.
Oh, that's the handshake. Back. Bars. Hey, and we got enough, and you got to watch the show and think about it, Shine.
And man, when it was that quick, I would have expected Kimberly to be the one with the dub. But Mochi, we talked about it, right? The processing speed, 44 years old. He's got so many years of Dawson experience. This dude, it's second nature to him. All these situations he finds himself in, he knows the correct answer.
So what is this? Like, we all chilling like homies, and then you got your homies behind you, like, telling you, yo, man, you got to do this and this and that to him.
And then credit to Mochi, it's not much you have to worry about in terms of the neutral.
I like the one-on-one tournament so much more.
Stuff like that. Because it's not like no fireball placements or anything from a character like Kimberly, right? So he got clear airspace, is what I'm trying to say here.
Oh, finally Shine finds a perfect whip punish in behind a limb with a drive rush. Always love seeing that.
Unhand me. Oh, look at that. Not getting thirsty with the teleport. That's what Shine's looking for. So Mochi's definitely sizing him up.
Gonna throw him back as well. Oh, because the parry off of the plus frames. He's been representing it quite a bit. We'll see if Shine starts going for throw a bit more. Try to take advantage of that or establish some different conditioning.
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Oh. We do have a nice lead here, my boy, so there's not much you really need to worry about.
Oh, the alley-oop.
Why, you worried about a little fire? Walking blocks, not bad.
The limbs.
I get it.
Man, the limbs, bro. Catching him in every which way, but again, snipes the little moment he had with that fireball startup, and that's what I talked about, right? We seen a lot of parry from Mochi. Go for the throw, but he messed up the meaty. That hurts.
That really
man, look at Dawson at the character. Look at Kimberly disappearing and stuff.
Oh my lord!
Look at these characters they have in Street Fighter.
Phenom shot baiting him into the teleport just to kick him in the face. One round away from a 2-0.
Was definitely ready for that one. It was all part of the plan for sure. Right, stand strong all day. Oh, no, where you going, my friend?
Goodness, the fast fall with the jump medium punch to dodge that. Nah, Mochi's ridiculous.
He's ridiculous. That is Sentai now, no?
Oh, there we go, Shine getting up in. Still couldn't get a full conversion, though. Ooh. Oh, there we go.
Here we go, set it up, yep. Good block. The defense, but got opened up by the low forward, but didn't get much. It wasn't a count hit.
Yeah, exactly. Nice check on the teleport that time, not letting him escape for free at the very least. Overheads blocked left and right. Mochi's defense, like we said, more than makes up for the lack of the defense on Dawson himself.
Ooh, alley-oop. Oh, trying to beat him halfway, okay.
Overhead Shine finally finds one. He had to do it raw, right? We saw it coming out from a lot of the block strings, the drive rush cancels, and Mochi's aware of that. So Shine switching up the rhythm, doing it raw in the neutral. Very, very smart adjustment.
I see you, Shine. All right, here we go. We got to make this count. Let me get this 10 stack real quick. Oh, the delay. I would have attacked a long time ago. Good defense there to Sean, trying to open them up. Willing to spend that cash, knowing he get all that space. Yes, sir.
Oh, but speaking of which,
Yo, so what part of Africa am I going to visit? I gotta look on my map while I say that because it was I have 38% Nigerian in me. I saw it on. I did my 23andMe. My sister is more Trinidadian because her father's Trinidadian. Me and my sister have different fathers. I got a 10-year older sister that's 10 years older than me. It's just me and her. It's a part of Africa that's right underneath by Nigeria, but underneath Nigeria, I think it's Ghana, but it is in Ghana. It's a this is why I want to go first. Well, matter of fact, is it this one? Oh no, it's not in Ghana actually. It's in Baggery. Badagry. And is that at Lagos? No. Where is that at? That is in Porto Nova. Let me tell you what that's at. This is a good matchup. You like this one? I like this one too. I'll say that. Them two together, yeah. Okay, yeah, you're right. This is a good matchup. I remember when I went to a wax slave museum in Baltimore back in middle school, and it was so scary for us, but we really liked it though. And I've been there again. I remember when we went the second time, I'm like, oh my goodness, I know what I'm about to expect. Basically, this is a black museum that they turned into a museum because this was one of the spots where they were shipping out slaves at. So this is really where I want to go first. And I know that's not much to do on that visit, but that is just something we got to do. Like, I know we won't be able to drive, but we'll do that. Like, I don't know how that plan is. But I want to go there. I just typed in the museum, and you can see what city in that part of Africa it is. It's to the west of Nigeria in Ghana. Well, it's in between Nigeria and Ghana, I meant to say. And that's what I was about to do. I'm about to order some DoorDash, some snacks, like a hot chocolate, some peanut butter jelly M&Ms. I'm gonna order some sour crawlers too. Oh, my bad. You can hear what they saying. Talking about like the camaraderie.
I don't want to let them down, so I'm going to try my best. And this is definitely a big sign of trust. Of course, it's a team format. Pugera being the best player on the team, of course. But obviously, you can't do it alone. So you really got to look in your friend's eyes and be like, listen, we're here to do a job, and we finished the job. And we're here today in the Street Fighter League World Championships 2024.
I want to commentate, but I'm like enjoying it just so much. I want to commentate so bad. That's why I'm on here.
Yeah, most definitely.
I really want to commentate it.
Happy about that
they don't make it look easy. They make it look fun.
But you know, all he wanted was a single dub.
Cause I know what I'm saying. Home watching it. I don't know. I want to share that experience.
That's what we're gonna see next, right?
Document it.
Expecting Gachikun in response from Good 8 Squad, like we've been
almost like when you're working out. Like I like to work out and record it. Document, especially now my stage where I'm getting back and I'm always find myself getting back into working out because due to my health.
You guys have a lovely country, but yes, here it is. Punk the God awaiting Good 8 Squad pick. I do believe it will be Gachikun. I mean, especially how people was roaring for him as soon as he stepped into the building. So.
Most definitely. Man, it's been such a sick event, really, for Capcom Cup. Just hearing the Japan crowd, all of the support. And as you mentioned, it's not just for the Japanese players, right? They get hype for everybody, especially like the stories of Capcom Cup, like we saw with BLAZ. And they have a lot of fan favorites as well. Meta RDs, Noah the Prodigy. Like, there's just so much love being shown by the Japanese audience. It's really great vibes all around.
Yeah,
I tip. I make sure because I know people be aggravated with me. I be ordering like mad bottles of club soda because I be needing more club soda, especially I'm here by myself.
In terms of
the
showing
boys
love,
not here.
And mind you, it really looks like a wrestling match when you really look at it, right? Like obviously you go for your heels, your heroes, and stuff like that. You really get that. You really get that here. No boos.
It's great. It's been great times already. So.
Oh, they don't have any more of those other club sodas. Oh, well, I get this one. Oh no, they put it on the same.
Give the order
in the
first,
same
and we're
spot.
gonna be awaiting the Good 8 Squad member here in a moment, but it's going to be a good one, man. This next match is going
I like to do with
who gets into it.
Rashid versus Cammy. I mean, no matter what the
last time I ordered a certain one, and they gave me the more expensive one. So I'm assuming they must not have no more. So I'm gonna do the same thing today. But except for I'm not really doing the same thing today. This is like 2 weeks later.
Level 2, he perfect parried and immediately went for the throw. I cannot, but that was the first time I ever seen it, by the way.
100%. I literally launched out of my chair when I saw that. Yeah, Pugera definitely looking on point already, right? And I think Jury Stand Fierce also acts pretty similarly where I can catch Cammy out. But looks like we got the announcements on the stage right now.
I'm not gonna get no cakes. I'm just gonna get like 4 bags of M&Ms. I don't want no reseason none.
And they do go with Pugera. Yipes had the read. Let's go. The Cosmic Buster. I like that nickname a lot. Going up against the Alpha. Punk's picture too. All business, all serious. He's talked about it. He wants to walk away from this event with the World Championship, right? He fell short on Capcom Cup, so you know he's going to be putting full focus into bringing it home for Flyquest. Pugera on the other end here, looking to continue that momentum for Good 8 Squad. If they win this set, they are guaranteed grand finals, right? They got the 2 dubs under their belt. That means they're going into it and have a chance at taking home everything. So this is big for both sides.
I mean, hey, you've seen that statement Punk made in the SFL US Finals. I mean,
oh, yeah.
He has, I want to say he has a chip on his shoulder, but not only does he want to do it for USA, he wants to do it for the homies. It's definitely something him and Kawano could talk about when they go have some hookah at the end of all of this.
Most definitely, man.
For sure, but
yeah, Punk. Yeah, another thing he said recently after that SFL US and some of the interviews, I think it was like a Core 8 interview or one of the Evo interviews, where he was like, I don't just like making my opponents salty, I like making their family salty. I like making their friends salty. And he is going up against Japan in Japan. You know what I mean? If there's any chance to do that, it's going to be one right now. So it's going to be interesting. Both players getting ready. We got a button check underway, I believe, before we get into this. Maybe we're just going to get right into the match. We'll find out soon. I'm very excited for this one. Pugera and Punk. He had the Pugera option. You obviously know that Punk's got plenty of jury experience, but he has plenty of Rashid experience as well. So no matter what they threw at him, he was going to be ready. It's all about how the players perform in the game.
You're such a great commentator, Ren. You know, I'll usually pop off, but I love Japan, and I love they go Curry.
You know that's facts.
So I don't think he's really aiming at anybody here. No, but seriously though, it's all love. You see, he got the mercenary face on. This is the Alpha. The Alpha Academy, I'm pretty sure they watching on stream. Please throw whatever emotes and salty faces, happy faces, whatever you want to throw out there. Support your boy, because we out here versus the land of the rising sun. Punk with a chance to close this out and move forward. Yeah, big up.
Much like his namesake, he is indeed a cult of personality himself, Punk the God. So You always know one of the fan favorites wherever he goes, and it's all love. He just likes the extra motivation. He likes playing heel. He likes being on the away side of things and feeding off the crowd one way or another. So we're about to get into it here. Good 8 squad, Pugera versus Flyquest. Punk, best of 5 for the whole entire set.
Get it. Big W's incoming for somebody.
I just ordered some
A little
DoorDash.
biased to go for Flyquest, but hey, I'm a big fan of Pugera as well. Let's see it pop. Opening gambit time.
Caramel, white chocolate hot. Caramel, white hot chocolate. A few not peanut M&Ms at a time. Peanut butter and jelly M&Ms. Way worse in calories and cholesterol.
Speaking of which, crouches strong to the core of Julie. Pugera now suffer in the corner. You know, Punk is.
But I'm about to really start snacking even less again. It's warmer now.
The stand jabs, the low forwards, the random drive rushes, the whole 9. There's the crouch jab already.
Yeah, to go back to that first knockdown quickly, I saw the double frame kill with the jab and then the walk back. Usually you don't have enough time to walk back into the frame kills, right? That's what Pugera attacking. Very interesting already for Punk. And then the delay right there. Slight little hesitation to call it the timing. Ooh, wee.
Yeah, and mind you, that's how you know he's comfortable. When Punk start doing those quadruple, quintuple jabs, that means he is in the zone. No fear here on the side of Vic.
Yes, indeed. You saw that backdash get clipped by that long-range crouch fierce, but oh, I like that. Pugera recognizing there he's plus out of the dive kick, so just takes the throw. Oh, my lord.
It's a rare thing to whip punish Punk, let me tell you.
Yeah, most definitely. Sending a message right there. Great empty jump from Punk right there to protect his landing frames.
That raw sweep. We barely got to see those in the highest of levels, but it was a counter hit, so definitely anticipated a stand fist or low forward.
Punk so good with Cammy sweep. Oh, the red coat kicks actually reached. My goodness, I wasn't expecting that.
Let's go.
I think Punk just got caught walking into it.
Look at that. Pugera scared to walk back and do that stand and hit that standing fist because those legs would be exposed from Punk's low forward. And he's just stalking him down and always has level 3 in the tank, of course.
That spacing from Punk right there, that was one of the most well-spaced dive kicks I've seen throughout Capcom Cup, and what a dominant performance in Game 1, and we talked about it, right? This best of 5.
No, his hair is just like Ken's, yo.
Have a dub going into this with Waishi Mochi falling to Shine and Psycho falling to Kawano.
This camera is crazy. He said a second thought I should have played you. Yeah, most people go to tourist areas in Africa. They're really nice. It's worth the trip. Ooh, I bet. Yo, where you been? I know. I'm already knowing. Africa is number 1 on my list, but it's just the fact that I don't know how to navigate. I want to know how to navigate Africa. I feel like I don't know. Like I grew up with a lot of Nigeria. I'm having a real bad perception of Africa, unfortunately. Like for the parts I want to go to. I don't want to believe it. I even was told this from Africans. But I don't know if they were just saying that to keep me from going. It was my mother's fiance when I was younger. The person that gave me my first job. He was a wedding photographer and he was a used car salesman downtown by the Shabazz area in Newark. After that job, that's why I met Kiana. It was at a club when I was working at a clothing store in her city, East Orange. But man, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I want to go to the tourist areas too in Africa. I want to go to the whole world, you know. But at the same time, I got places that I really want to hit first in the world that I've been seeing in life, and I say them. That's number 1 on my list. Like the pyramids, that's a touristy spot, but I really want to go to the pyramids. I want to go to the pyramids bad, and I had a chance to go to the pyramids too. I had to go see a chance to see them, but I would have had to require staying in the Navy, and I wasn't trying to do that. The Alpha Academy.
No, you good, brother. Not go. We in here.
Who you play with on Street Fighter? And where you been in Africa? Who you play with on Street Fighter? You play Cammy? I'm trying to guess who you play. I know niggas like to do that, like to try to guess who somebody play. I wouldn't say you black, so I'm gonna say DJ. I feel like you a stoic type of young man, so I would say you're playing by you too. Classy. I can even picture you playing Chun, like going for somebody hard. I can picture you playing Jamie. I can picture you playing a tough person. Yeah, I can picture you playing Jamie, Cammy, Ryu. I feel like you could play Ryu. You probably ready to play Ryu or Jamie the most. And then maybe a Cammy or a Chun.
Shake my hand. We're going to the next game.
More deals made this time on the side of Pugera. Good 8 squad. Already the adjustments.
I'm loving how Pugera is identifying the walk forward momentum from Punk the God. You know, Punk is always anticipating that you're so scared to get hit with a dive kick that you're going to space it out regardless, right? Pugera's just standing his ground and waiting for that call so he can get that punish. Very nice stuff there from Pugera.
That's a great observation because we've seen multiple times already, right? Punk also walked into the Renko kicks multiple times. Punk's just getting hit moving forward.
Yeah, let's get it real quiet. That's good news, right?
I need to watch some Tekken tournaments. Because I've been seeing Tekken on the Tampa Never Sleeps page. I see some Tekken gameplay. I see the Tekken, I see the Mortal Kombat videos. I only clicked on the Mortal Kombat ones because the thumbnail, like the place looks so nice. Like Mortal Kombat got some stage where it's like grass and the sunset. What? That stage is gorgeous. And Tekken got a stage where it's like a shipwreck on a shore.
Definitely hasn't been representing
that. The way that look is so hard.
Man, ready with the anti-air. He did it so quick. I think Punk even dive kicked, but able to reach up that high, but this time not expecting it.
See how Punk is
them hits don't even look like they hurt. Oh, come on. I hope my controller don't die, man. I gotta go upstairs and get new batteries. Oh, my gosh.
After that, Pugera showing no fear of continuing.
See, for the all week, that's why I put a brand new pair of batteries in the beginning of the week, and now my controller about dies. I've been using the headphones all week.
The acres of land here on the neutral. Doesn't have to really engage. Just wait until he get those advantageous situations.
Muscle member is impressive. That's a fact. A good point. Good point. That's true. Word.
Usually people like to back throw, and that is
there's a freeway that's circle around the whole Africa. It's crazy. Yeah, that's true. My second home is
so many clean hits
Namibia, aka Nama. That's what you said. I'm about to look that up right now. That's your second home, yo? That's what's up, yo.
We blocking this time, says Punk the God. I ain't gonna choose there. I'm gonna let you waste your drive gauge before I go in.
Wow, even the crush medium punch catching the dive kick that time. Another optimal tool for Jury. And the sweet spot of the jump angle making the DP whip.
Your second home is a new place I would love to go to. Look, it popped right up. I type in, and I seen that flag before. Ooh, you down there? Is that South Africa? Oh, that's South Africa too. I have some places to say that I've South Africa I want to go to. I want to go to Johannesburg. Yeah, Johannesburg is in South Africa. I want to go to. Where's this location I have saved? It's a fish and chip spot that I was told to go to. In Marshallton, Akamos fish and chips. It's also my second language. Yo, love, yo. Oh yeah. And I wanna go to Umzi, UMUZI.org. It's on 28 Madison Street, Jeppardstown, Johannesburg, South Africa. Yeah, I want to definitely go there. Do I have anywhere else saved in Tanzania? I want to go to Tanzania. Yeah, I'm on it. I'm on to your homeland. It's huge too. That's a huge country. Okay, I see in the north there's a lot of mountains. Deadville. A tourist attraction. Oh, look at that. With the red sand hills. That's beautiful, yo. I'm gonna do some more research into Spargetzenbit, Spargibet, Quiver Tree Forest. Oh man, it's a lot of dry spots in that area too. So technically, that's not South Africa. It is South Africa, but that's not considered South Africa. That it's not where you're from. Is not considered South Africa. It's on the map anyway. Oh yeah, that's what I meant to look up on the map. I heard Trump change the Gulf of Mexico to a Gulf of America. Yep, he did. It's Gulf of America. I knew it. I know he did that weeks ago. I just never actually saw it. That's hilarious, so. Trump changed Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of America. Today was a good day, man. I hope you had a good day, yo. I had a real good day. I worked out. I went to work out, and I ain't work out in a few weeks. Last time was with my son. But I'm getting back on it. The weather got better. And I went and played basketball for like 2 hours. I'm going to go hoop again tomorrow. The boys got martial arts practice tomorrow. The defensive dive kick. Oh, my bad.
Put it on a milk card. It's missing. You already know.
Score. There it is. Next hit wins for both of them, really.
Yeah, for both of them at this point. Double drive rush CA damage will kill Punk. Oh, did he get the juggle again?
He just said.
So intense right now.
He said that if Joey would have got that drive rush, Joey would have killed. Joey had the combo that would have killed him. That was like 50% of his health. Punk look like he trying to be fake hype. Man, no disrespect to Punk, man, but they energy ain't as high, man. They act like they can't get their energy high because they ain't win a single tournament. Capcom Cup was big. You prepared months for it. But come on now.
Jury does. She mauls you to death. You want to respect the plus range on the strong.
Yo, there's this app called Duolingo. And sometimes me and the boys go over that app and push on different languages to study. I need to go over it more. I've only heard of that app back in December. And I set it on our phones to go over for 5 minutes a day. But we don't even do it. I might start taking that little 5 minutes and going over this stuff with them starting tomorrow when they come back home. I do have it on all their phones. I forgot. I do have it on all their phones. Their phones are not the best, but it still get the job done.
On the high level that you bring to the table. And Pugera definitely represented that with good aid. I mean, they're here on the grand stage, so it makes much sense. So, credit to the Capitans and the team of Team Good 8 Squad. It was definitely a good call to put Pugera out there, but just fell to the alpha at the end of the day.
Yes,
good calls, baby.
I can't front. I got caught listening to it a little bit.
This is what it is. Love your work. Appreciate yourself. It's all about self-love when it comes to this. But I hope you guys are loving all the action at home. Let everybody know that Team Flyquest is in the
look at him in the corner, yo. He like this.
30 points.
Yo, chill. I gotta steal it. Yo, him down there, Bubby. Yo, how you say his name? Yo, he keep doing this, yo. Yo, chill, yo. That's a fire, like. Like I used to know how to do that, cause it's like your hand, your finger. It's the whole. Your finger is the whole. Was the whole arm. Imagine me doing that in a picture. People gonna look at me like I'll have to get that off at a convention or something.
Yes, absolutely. You can see the point totals as well, right, with Flyquest getting 30 points via the 2 victories, and Good 8 Squad also adding another 10 points to their side of things because they did pick up a W at the end of the day. So we only got one more match to go. It's going to be Flyquest versus Ninjas in Pyjamas, which means Ninjas in Pyjamas, I believe, needs a clean sweep to steal that grand final slot from Flyquest. And man, that's a tall order for them to handle. Cool, but it looks like we have our interview ready on stage now, so let's go to them.
So, first question, regarding Team Good 8 Squad's running order, is that kind of the order you were prepared for, or were there any surprises in what they selected?
Kinda. I expected to play either Kawano or Pugera. I know Gachikun was not going to play versus our team. I felt like that was just a guarantee. And yeah, I think YC Mochi was a little surprising on a Kimberly, but you know, we end up getting the job done anyway, so maybe he should not go on that one.
I like the translator.
グッドエイトスコアのホームセレクションのことを聞いたんですけれども、やっぱりプゲラさん先方で行くと思ってたんですけれども、ガチ君は絶対参加しないって分かってて、あともちさんも来るかどうか分かってなかったんですけれども、来るのは危なかったんですけど、まあなんか大事なところで勝つことができてよかったですって言って。Then second question, how do you feel about your team's performance overall in this set versus Good 8 Squad?
I feel like everyone played really amazing. Even Psycho, he was doing really good. Just some unfortunate things at the end that cost him. And then Sean, you know, I feel like he just had to get in his rhythm. And once he found his rhythm, he did his thing. So I think everyone right now is playing amazing. We haven't seen Chris yet, so, you know, we're going to see maybe, I can't give away if he's going to play or not, but we're going to see him maybe play, and I'm sure he's going to be doing his thing too. So, yeah, I think everyone played really, really good.
そのチームの自分のチームの活躍について聞いたんですけれども、みんなすごい大活躍していいプレーを見せることができてよかったし、やっぱりその最高すごいいいプレーはやってたんですけれども、最後の最後まで行ってなんか運が良くなかったから負けたんですけども、シャイン今回上がってきてすごいいいプレーをすることができてとても良かったです。でこれからクリス CCH はまだ参加してなくて、彼の参加することもぜひお楽しみにしてくださいってパンクから。はい続いて。
I think we're good. Okay, there we go.
Oh,
well,
yes.
there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was Punk the God. Man, beautifully said. Yo, shout out to Punk. You know, throughout the years, I just told Renz this. He has gotten so well at speaking in public. You know, usually back in the day, he was more on the shy side of things, but now he's so confident.
I was about to say, like, yeah, he has spoken. He does speak better. Because even from a year ago, from me watching him, he speaks better. Because he gets more attention, like, with more responsibility. With more power, comes more responsibility. So, yeah. Oh, you playing Luke on Street Fighter 7? I didn't even know that. Ain't nothing wrong with Luke. Dang, I feel like I was off, though. I like Luke. I need to get in Luke, too, though.
People who take on the challenge of creating a happy world.
Yes, indeed. If you want to see that happy world as clear as day, then you need to pick up some Roto Z from the premier eye drops in Japan. You already know what it is. You can fight sharp and prevent eye dropping sprains and everything else, anti-bloodshot, anti-fatigue. Roto Z is what you need. And you can also freely download the Roto Z Man suit costume in Street Fighter 6. Deadline is March 10th. That is going to be Monday. So make sure you get that download in while it's still available.
Man, and whatever you rock, whether you're on
He said marble.
Xbox, PC, or mobile, Steel Series has covered with unbeatable software and hardware options so you can pursue glory at the highest level. The Steel Series Arctis Nova Pro is the official headset of Capcom Cup 11.
Sonar software.
Drivers and Sonar software make the Nova Pro ideal for any fight you take on.
And of course, Red Bull Kumite is back for its epic 10th anniversary this year. Red Bull Kumite is heading to Paris, France at the iconic Maison de la Mutualité on April 5th through the 6th. 16 invitational players will battle out on a Great Gatsby-inspired stage in one of the most
That does sound fire.
That sounds so fire, actually. The team is a clash of generations. On one side, it has its legendary warriors, champions of Red Bull Kumite, Evo, and Capcom Cup. On the other, the new generation of challengers. Hungry rookies alongside the winners of the Last Chance qualifier and play-in, all ready to shake up the scene. The format is first to 5 wins. The stakes are higher than ever. Fighting game fans around the world, get ready. The ultimate showdown starts now. We are not done just yet because we know that you gotta hit your friends with the punishing Shoryuken in our Capcom Cup Arcade Classics and Fighters pack. Dive into a robust collection of Street Fighter titles, including Street Fighter V Championship Definitive Edition and Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. You got fantastic arcade titles like Mega Man and Final Fight in there as well. Get hyped for tournament season, test your skills, and help support the Children's Miracle Network Hospital with your purchase.
Anything to help the kids, man, just give them a right away. Definitely, for sure. Well,
I redeemed myself, bro.
Yes, you did. I wasn't there for the first go, but if you feel better about it, man, I'm just happy for you. But to be honest, I'm very happy that I had this opportunity.
Yo, man, have a blessed night, Virgin. I appreciate you for rocking with me. You gotta go live too, man. When you going live, I'm on it. Yo, peace and blessings to you. Peace and prosperity. I think I might have to probably get off soon too, just because it's like I feel like I could just watch this off. Is it over? It's not over yet. I probably should just get off now. With you, I'll probably just get off with you, bro. Cause it's not like I can watch this offline. I'm about to order my snacks is coming, my hot chocolate. I'm gonna get off when that comes. Oh, it won't be until like 15 minutes from now, it says. Oh. I'll probably just get off now. This is a great stream, man. I appreciate you for letting me vent. Let me get that off. I want to hear more stories from you too, man. I want to get to know you a lot more. I want to get to know you all. If you showed up today, if you're still here, I appreciate your time. I hope you have a blessed day. I hope you have a blessed night. Yeah, see me same stream, bro. I want to pop in one of your streams too, man. I hit the bell button for you, man. I don't understand. Like, I don't understand. It don't notify me for a lot. I know that sounds typical, but it doesn't, though. It really doesn't. And I use my main channel more, though. And I have like over 1,000 subscriptions over there that I watch from like a lot of news stuff. But no excuse. I'm about to start getting more tapped in, much more tapped in like I was months ago. Take that more of that time to comment more, because I watch stuff I just haven't commented, because you played a lot of games that help me see if I want to get into. I'm about to get off with you too, bro. I got some M&Ms coming, and this is about to take a minute. That every time they show this, it's like 20 minutes or 15 minutes. I don't know who I'm going for. Obviously I'm going for Punk and them, but this to me wasn't as exciting as the single tournament. But I'm out here. I'll be back tomorrow, but I have spring break this week, but the kids have school, so I do want to get on the game, so I'll be back tomorrow. Peace and blessed love. Everybody like, comment, subscribe, and I appreciate everybody's time. Peace out, UE.